my, what a world of things I hear. If I could act on my revenge, you know, would I? Some kill, some steal, some break your heart, and you would thought that I would let it go and let you walk. But broken hearts break bones, so break up fast, and I don't wanna let it go, so in my grave I'll write, I've dug 2 graves for us, my dear. I can't pretend that I was perfect, leaving you in fear. Oh my, what world of things I hear. If I could act on my revenge, you know, would I? Some kill, some steal, some break your heart, and you would thought that I would let it go and let you walk. Broken hearts break bones, so break up fast, and I don't wanna let it go, so in my grave I'll write. 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 I'm high as a kite right now, flying in the sky somehow. I'm high in the clouds right now, floating, I don't want to come down. She's stuck on the ground right now, I need her but I'm afraid to fall down. Now I'm falling from the sky right now, I'm falling for the girl of my dreams, yeah. Time after time again, I get high again, I get by again. This is not the end, I'll just play pretend that I'll try again to quit my choice, and then I'll just cave again. I don't wanna be this way. Someone tell me what to say. Someone tell you, I'm not okay. Not okay. My heart's in pain without you, losing my brain. Losing my brain. Now I'm insane without you. Tell me what to say. Tell me what to say. My heart's in pain without you. Yeah. Please come back to me, my darling. You did not need to leave me haunted. You were bright like the trees in autumn. Now it's winter, the leaves are falling. I miss that sense of relief you offered. All my stress was relieved, no more hurt, no more anxiety. She always kept that shit from me. She always made me fall asleep. She always gave me pleasant dreams. In my fate reality, I was dying, they couldn't see. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm insane without you, I'm not okay. Not okay. My heart's in pain without you, losing my brain. Losing my brain. Now I'm insane without you. Tell me what to say. Tell me what to say. My heart's in pain without you. Yeah. I'm better without you, but that's hard to face. You were with me every single day. Every single day. They didn't know that I was not okay. You drove me deeper, so much deeper into my dark place. Drove me deeper. You drove hold me deeper. Now I'm insane without you. I'm not okay. Not okay. My heart's in pain without you. Losing my brain. Losing my brain. Now I'm insane without you. Tell me what to say. Tell me what to say. My heart's in pain without you. Yeah. My heart's in pain without you. My heart's in pain.
With Trojan Bearskin Raw, you'll love every hair-raising, spine-tingling, heart-racing feeling. Trojan Bearskin Raw, America's thinnest latex condom.
Feeling welcomed?
It's always weird
Is
right
it
here.
this
Yeah.
one? No, it's not. Wait, it's this one.
Yay.
Welcome everybody to we skipped a week, so week 11.
Week 11.
Week 11,
Week
SureFire
11.
Fantasy Football Podcast with a new guest. Woo! And Roethlisberger
Dolphin.
is here.
Dolphin.
Is it Dolphin or Dolphin?
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Clearly, big fan. I do love the
Big fan.
jersey, by the way. Those are the ugliest
This is
jerseys.
the
but also like the
OG
coolest.
Bumblebee
Yeah,
jersey
the
right
Bumblebee.
here.
And Dalt said that he wanted to take us away with the intro at the start, so go ahead.
Okay, I don't think I signed up for this.
I never know what to do anyway.
It's
So-
always fun.
What we're gonna do this week, we're not really gonna super go over matchups last week because we skipped 2 weeks. Side note, just for spoiler or for bragging rights, I beat the 2 podcast hosts, so I'm pretty much undefeated in my book.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go through like current standings. I'm sure everybody's aware of it, but just to kind of go through and talk about how close everyone is, except for, a couple people. But
We have our own little fun
Hey,
battle.
we have
Group
our own little,
chat.
little
We got
battle
our
going
own
on,
group
which is
chat.
good. But yeah, go ahead and pull up the rankings and or not rankings, we'll do that later, but pull up the standings and we'll kind of dive in
We're
here.
gonna go over some standings.
Nice.
Nobody Nope,
see.
don't look at that. All right, here we go. Justin Fields. Sorry, I didn't have it prepared.
Logan's in here.
All right.
Brad's in here, and then is
Nice.
SureFire Fantasy? We always do. Is that Jordan?
SureFire Fantasy, I found out is anybody. That's me who said that last one, the Hey Bud.
Oh,
But SureFire Fantasy is anybody who doesn't have an account.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't have an
really?
account, and you talk in there, you just come up with SureFire.
Oh, that's
okay.
funny.
That's good to know.
All right.
All right, so
Here
current
are our
standings. We got. Man, I need my eyes checked.
So
Holy
I mean,
shit!
I
I
definitely-
can't see it.
Obviously
let me
Okay.
let me zoom it in. Hold on.
And it's like each week I'm like, fuck, I need a. It gets worse and worse.
Oh yeah,
When
I've
it-
had glasses and contacts my whole life.
Yeah, same.
What?
Like since
Let's
like
not do
5th
this.
grade.
Same.
Okay, I zoomed it in too much.
It's
You
all right. I
guys-
got it up here. It's all right. I didn't mean
Oh,
to
you
be-
have it? Okay.
I didn't mean to be difficult.
All right. So the crazy, if you take away the three of us back here, right, the bottom feeders, as Coleman has dubbed our group chat, it is crazy interesting how close this is. I mean, it is like the sixth. You were the sixth seed. You're the last spot in,
I know.
And
That's
you
crazy.
are-
I had a bad.
and you are
I
one
did
game
shit.
out.
I know. 6-4 and 7-3.
You are
But
one game out, and in my opinion, you have one of the best teams in the league. So, I mean, well, honestly, so many of these teams you can call the best.
Yeah.
All six of them you can call. the best in
They're
the league.
very comparable.
yeah, I think Kevin even said like this might be one of the most competitive
It
years
is.
we've had. Honestly.
I'm curious if any of them didn't get a number one vote. I think maybe only Kevin.
That's
didn't
a
get
good
number
stat.
one vote.
Yeah, I think it might have not been Kevin.
I think
yeah.
Kevin might be the
Yeah.
only person who didn't get a number one vote.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's still like, what, 2 or 3 in the rankings?
He's up there.
He's high. He's high for sure.
We don't know yet, though.
We don't know yet. We don't know.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
But I mean, the only person that's eliminated. Well, you're technically not eliminated either at the moment.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, you technically aren't you 2-8.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could have.
You get in with 6.
So-
I could
there's
lose
4
out,
weeks
and Brad
left,
could lose out.
And I have to start scoring some super points.
Yeah.
You need 2 people to lose out, pretty much, and then you just need to go off.
Well,
I
Brad
mean,
can
it's
lose.
doable.
Brad can win one.
That's
Is
right.
it-
and
is
Brad
it-
and I play, so that could be it right there.
Okay.
There
Is
you
it
go.
is it 14 or 15 weeks of the regular season?
14.
14
yeah,
and then
14.
So we have 11. 15, yeah, we have 4 games left, and I'm 4 games out.
So yeah, you need to go to
No.
you need to go 6 and 8 and then get in on points.
I can do it.
Yep.
Yeah, you,
possible.
I mean, you're not out of it yet, so
My goal is to beat one of these dudes.
yeah, they both have strong teams. So
They do.
I wish I could show it on here. Supposedly the person I'm going to talk about knows this, so I can say it. But there's a stat if you use the phone app that shows your max potential points. So if you started your best bench players every week and stuff like that, your highest possible points. The person in first place by a good amount is Coleman in 8th.
Sickening.
Coleman has the most potential points in the league. He also has a good amount of
I mean,
points
his points for is ridiculous too. Honestly,
Poor guy.
His points
he's
are
at
huge.
1164, which is more than
Brad said, "Hey, Mr. Dalt."
He has
Brad did. Hey, Mr. Rad.
Mr. Dalt. I think Coleman has the second most points for in the league. Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Only behind.
Only behind
Honda.
Jordan.
Wow.
Wow, he's got a point more than Kevin.
Yep,
Yeah.
Holy crap!
yep. So
That is getting extremely unlucky.
Yeah.
He's got not the most, but the second most points against him too.
is it rivaling yours? Your year? where
No,
you had-
nothing compares. Nothing compares. We don't talk about that.
That was like 140 a week, right?
It was like 143 a week. Yeah.
It is interesting.
Oh my God.
And our format hasn't changed.
I know that's the
120
craziest
is like
part.
a good week.
Yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is interesting. The bottom feeders, the bottom 3 teams, we do all have the most points against us.
I
and Brad,
noticed that.
if you
That's,
include Brad.
that's typical
the,
though.
the 4
Yeah.
bottom team. I don't know if it usually is. The
I
bottom
think
4
we
teams
talk
having the
about this
least
every
amount.
year. I think is like if you're on like it usually corresponds. Points against is less at the top. Points against.
So
is
points
more at the
against needs
bottom.
to be more of a tell than points for.
No, not. But
It
you.
seems like every year.
But you can tell
somebody
based
with
off
the-
record. With
I
points
almost,
against,
I
too.
almost feel like yes, Will.
'cause
Like
I feel like every year you get somebody who's got a good points for but doesn't get in. But it seems like points against seems to be always bottom teams.
you'll have like an
Yeah.
average team or kind of like a a mid-tier team that gets in and they have the least
Yeah.
points against by like
Yeah.
200 points.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Who's got the least points? Is it? It's
It
Wow.
is.
This league is not.
even a
This league
thousand.
is.
It's
for Robin.
it's
Yeah.
Robin. Yeah, this league's not too bad.
It's
but
not
yeah.
too skewed. Yeah, it really isn't.
The only one that's crazy is
3 times I've lost with the second or third most points in the week. Median
Q.
scoring.
Q said that.
That's all I'm gonna
what
say.
happened this week. Can we check real quick?
Ugh.
I'm just kidding. I don't have to put him through
I
it.
can't.
Please don't put him there again.
125.
Let's just
He
look at,
said-
let's look at their matchup real
What was,
quick.
his, what was his hashtag? I didn't know he still played. Hashtag I didn't know he still played.
Yeah, I think it was like for Brandon Cooks or something crazy. Yeah.
You started Cooks.
Oh yeah, dude.
He got 27.
Oh yeah.
I missed that.
No,
Oh my
and here's
God.
he had
Robinson.
Kelsey, AJ Brown, and Hurts on a bye.
We don't have to jump straight.
How did
into
your
that.
team? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
look at his
I had a
bench. It was
zero.
crazy.
He started Dotson.
I had a 0.
Wow, that is a. Wow, Prince
You,
got
I'm so
37.
sorry, bro. You did not deserve that treatment.
Wow, that is really sad for Q. And Najee had like a beast week right before he got benched.
Yeah. Dude, that is not any news. Like
Yeah, he's just not going to be the first running back to come out.
It's a
on the field.
committee.
But Warren's been getting more snaps.
that may mean more production for Najee.
I
to be
honestly
honest. Like,
think it might as well.
Yeah.
It's a split, but
It's a split.
but yeah. So the standings are really tight right now. It's gonna be interesting for everyone. So I gotta see what we had on next
Standings
one.
are- the
This is
standings
usually
are nuts.
Zach's role.
This is usually Zach's
This is
role.
Zach's role.
If you haven't,
I usually just sit over into the side and I'm
Mike-
like, where are we going,
Mike
Zach?
is not in his usual place. If you haven't noticed, this is Zach's place.
Hey, that's yours.
But I
That's
I
yours.
know I need to move it over there so I can see because I need to. I usually use Zach's
So
laptop.
next we have waivers.
Nice.
So go ahead and pull up the waivers for this week. We had one big spender.
Do you want me to pull up last week as a quick go?
Yeah, we can do that. We can run through waivers just in general for the last 2 weeks. We'll talk about trades over the last 2
All right.
weeks.
So
as well.
waivers. So 2 weeks ago was what date? The 8th. Must be the 8th.
I can't think of any big waivers that went through. 2
Oh
weeks
no!
ago.
Last week was the one that nothing happened.
Yeah, I honestly
yeah.
I think Mitchell right there is the biggest
Yeah,
one.
for $1.
Yeah,
it
for
was
$1.
the nothing.
It was
Wait,
very
Keaton Mitchell went for $1.
yeah last week. with
He may
Kevin.
have a big week. He may have
I
a big
know,
game.
I know.
But did you see? I don't know if you watched Red Zone or anything. But if you watch, he started the game looking incredible.
Dude, look at that.
And then he had like a
usage.
negative 8-yard carry. You
What?
see that?
He got like a big catch. He got a big rushing touchdown instantly, and then they just were like, "All right, we're done with you,"
Yeah.
and they stopped playing him again. And so
It's
like
crazy.
he's got
Is that like
big points on no snaps and no touches 2 weeks in a row.
he's just
Right.
electric? And
But Harbaugh came out and said that
He's
he's
got
going to
more
play him
touches.
more.
I know.
Like
That
he needs to because he looks like Devon A-Chain.
I'd love it for it to be him and Gus,
Yeah.
and then Justice Hill to just
Justice Hill needs
go
to go
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
he needs
Just
to go away.
please.
All right, so that week was pointless. So we will do today's
Yeah.
or yesterday's.
yeah, today. Yesterday's. Yeah. So the biggest one was Daryl Henderson for $20,
Damn.
and that went to Mr.
Oh,
Brad.
today. Yeah.
Brad got him.
So
There was a $0 bid on him.
I think this is a 1 week rental, right? Kyron's probably not coming back,
Right.
So for this week, he'll be back next week. So
Well,
Brad has
Aren't they
Bijan.
on buy? No, they're not on buy.
They
No.
were on bye last week.
Okay.
With Brad's trade this week, he got Bijan, so he had to fill that gap. So I see the need for it. $20 might have been a little bit much. What were the other?
Does
bids
he
on?
have Fab?
There
though,
was
to
one.
spend?
There was
Like
one
this-
$0 bid.
There was one $0.
The
so maybe an
fab
overbid, but-
is Brad has 25 left, so he's still good.
So he has
He's fine.
45 going into it.
Yeah, he's.
I guess make sure you get your guy. $20 was a little bit,
Yep,
but
not much. But you know, I mean, we don't know for sure Kyron comes back right away. Although signs seem to point that he will, but
Yeah.
we don't know. He dropped Michael Thomas, who just got hurt. And I mean, Michael Thomas was the most boring person to own a fan. He was like Mr. Consistent.
remember when he was like electric that
Oh,
one year?
yeah,
and, like, he broke the record.
He broke the record.
It was all downhill
year.
after that.
2019.
Did you know he went to Ohio
Amazing.
State?
I did. I
Was
knew
he?
that.
Was he?
Did you know he has a
BT?
weird looking face
Yeah, he is.
And a weird name.
and a weird college?
In a
Ohio
weird
State,
college.
Just got on, just seeing Dalt. Let's go. What's up, Robin?
Hey, Robin.
All right. So
So our next biggest one, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Ty Chandler
Yeah.
for $8 going to Zach.
and the
We
only
talked
bid.
about this a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, and we're surprised not more people went after him. 'Cause was there any other
We're surprised
bid?
more
There were
people
no
didn't
other
go after
bids.
him.
There were no other bids.
Yeah, that's the craziest part to
Yeah.
me. And it's a 1 week rental probably again.
He didn't spend very much money on it, so and that's what you expect him to go for. And Zach still has $34. So
And he has Madison.
And he has Madison.
And
It
he
makes
has
100. And he's over in Roman
That's a
pulling
good
this
pickup.
this shit.
I
Yeah,
know,
wait,
dude.
I-
He's
Yeah.
dialed in
Yeah,
right now.
he really
So
is.
it's
he
like,
can't get even pictures to try to send him.
come on now. He ready. He ready.
This
You
motherfucker.
know he's in the middle of the
He'd
night.
lie.
He's like, hold off, Sarah.
He's trying to play off.
look.
He's trying to play off like he'll not be able to do anything fantasy.
Right.
He's making all these
He'll be texting you like, "Oh, set my lineup for me."
I know. I've been asking me what trades go down and all this shit. He's been doing trade
Yeah,
talks with me. I
someone
didn't
on
really-
bench go off. Like, hey, put him in real quick. I didn't realize
Yeah,
he
yeah.
got hurt or whatever.
All right, so the next one is really interesting. I didn't realize that 2 people bid 7, but Coleman got him because Zach.
Look at Zach, another $7 bid.
I'm weak.
So Coleman got him tied with Zach, but Zach used his waiver already.
Hey.
Devin Singletary.
Very good pickup.
This guy is my nemesis. I picked him up and started him not last week against the Bengals, but the week before, and he shit the bed for me. He scored like 3 points. And this
That's
week
what they
goes
do, though,
off.
man. That's what Texans running backs do,
Yeah,
except
I mean,
for this last week.
He's actually been terrible all year, just like Pierce has been.
Oh yeah.
But then this week he just popped off. They play Arizona this week, so if Pierce doesn't come back, I do like.
Is this just
Singletary.
a bench
he could play
piece,
again.
Coleman, or are you going to start him?
This is a you maybe start him this week, but that's it.
I'm curious about that. I don't think he
I don't
will.
think Coleman's.
You
oh,
traded
Coleman's
for some big boy running backs.
Yeah,
today,
he's got.
so
I don't think he
he
needs him.
would-
As kind of. I mean, you might as well snag him, but
Yeah. Did you guys see that better in Florida that made like $5 million off Singletary?
no. What was that?
Dude, he made a $500,000 parlay. It was like Texans money line, Singletary to score, Singletary over rushing yards, and like one other line, CJ's passing yards or something. 500 grand won like $5.5 million.
Oh my
You
God.
put 500 grand on that.
500
That's
grand.
bull.
Holy shit!
Crazy.
All right, the next one, Yankees. Kevin puts.
We don't
6
talk about Kevin.
I know.
He's on my shit list.
Kevin. I'll talk about Kevin. Kevin put 6 on Noah Brown. Nobody else put any bids on him.
I'm surprised by that too.
We were talking about
Yeah.
Noah Brown too. Yeah.
I should have put a bid in for him. What was I doing?
Same.
Wow, I didn't realize it's 2 weeks in a row with 20.
Yeah, he's
I
been
just
pretty good.
my thing with him is like Nico didn't play.
Yeah,
So
he'll
it's
be
just what will he be when Nico does?
Yeah,
play?
exactly.
So,
And I think they have Robert Woods too.
they do have Robert Woods.
So, and I think he's technically higher up on the depth chart than Noah Brown. I'm not positive on that, but
But
I
that
mean,
does look pretty.
it's
effing
two
good.
20-point weeks, so you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
And then Jordan, $5 on defense. There was a
Dolphins.
3 on it as well. The Dolphins have a really good matchup, don't they?
I was gonna say I think they
Who
do.
do they-
Oh wow, they play the Jets or they play the Raiders, the Jets,
The
the
Giants.
Commanders,
Oh,
the Titans, the Jets. Holy shit!
$5 well spent.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah,
that was
$5
very
well
well
spent,
spent.
I
That
think.
was very well spent.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a nice little.
I'm surprised they didn't go for more. That's why I didn't put a bid in.
I
for
didn't
the
realize
Dolphins.
that.
Yeah.
Mike, you got the Patriots for 3.
I just feel
They
like
have a good matchup.
Next week.
They're on bye this week, right?
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
They play the Jets or the Giants.
Giants.
Nice. Looking ahead. Looking
Yeah,
ahead.
look ahead.
Zach got the Lions for 3. Jordan put a 5 on the Lions, but he already got.
But he already
his.
had
This is what Jordan does. I bet how much fab does Jordan have? I bet he has a shitload. He always has so much at the end of the year.
Somebody has like 60.
53.
He
Yeah.
always has a bunch at the end of the year,
think
and then
he
he
does.
just starts picking up these players.
He
I
has
need
the-
to start doing
He has the
this.
second most. Coleman has 58. Coleman, you do need to start spending it, just not on Hunter Henry. Speaking of Hunter Henry, he was dropped again this week.
Yes, I dropped him.
Rondell Moore, though, Purdue boy.
But the week before, which we didn't talk about, was picked up again for another $1. So this guy just likes to move around.
We need to calculate who's spent the most.
He's well
Which player
trained.
has the most money spent on
Wait,
him
no,
for multiple transactions? Obviously, Jerome Ford's got
no, it
Yeah,
wasn't
he's-
Hunter Henry. It's Tyler Higbee was the crazy one.
Oh, I
was,
think
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
right. I think you're right. Damn it.
Hunter Henry's been around though.
He has.
Like I think he's been on my team, Brad's team, your team.
Yep. And just not good. You don't feel good.
No, you don't.
You're
Especially with
rolling
that
out
offense.
there.
No, you don't feel good about it at
dang.
all.
I think it's hard to pick up the Chargers defense, which is what Robin did, because of how bad they look. But I
Right.
mean, against Green Bay, that's okay. He
Matchup
dropped
based.
Seattle, so instantly I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go pick Seattle up. And then I looked at their schedule.
No,
Brutal.
their schedule is awful.
They play the Rams as their best matchup, but
It's awful.
Stafford's back. Then it's San Francisco, Dallas, San Francisco, Philly, Tennessee.
Ugh.
Yeah,
It is brutal.
Ugh.
It is
maybe
brutal.
week 16.
You can't start them.
So yeah, that's waivers.
Waivers.
That is waivers. Next we have trades.
Coleman says he's good with his guys.
He is good. You are good with your guys.
You're a bottom feeder with me, man.
You are good. He might. There's a spot. There might be a chance. You know.
That you actually have a
He
chance.
can win out with points for and get in. I think Logan can as well with points for.
Because isn't he's only
They're both high scorers.
he's
I feel like.
two.
in that
Oh no,
realm.
he's 3 back. No, yeah, he's 3 back.
But I think Coleman plays some critical players coming up with the top.
problem is the two teams that. Well, no, you guys are all 6-4. Holy shit!
Yeah, the
Everyone's
standings are
6-4,
absolutely.
But everyone's gonna play each other.
Yeah, that's the
You know,
problem.
they're gonna do the
That's a
thing.
problem, though. He needs more losses. Everyone's
I'm
gonna-
back.
I know, but that's good because you're gonna force losses. You just need to hope
Right.
one of those teams, Brad as well, but you need more like me, or I don't know, maybe you,
Yeah.
maybe
Zach. I mean,
Let's cheer for Zach to lose a bunch. That'd be good, right?
any of the 6-4 teams will. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, you're just hoping any of us
It's nuts,
lose
man.
out.
It is pretty
It's
crazy.
crazy.
I don't remember. I always thought 7 wins would be enough to get in, but I'm not sure anymore.
You'll be fighting with points.
Seven
Yeah.
is not enough to get in because there's no dominant team right now and
Yeah.
everyone's even. 7 won't be enough.
It's gonna take 8
It's
or
actually
7
yeah.
with points.
There's no chance 7 gets in right now.
Well, I think
the
it's gonna be
sixth-
7 with points.
I don't think so. Right now, the 6th seed.
I know, but the
It's 6 and 4
seed below
with
it is
4
5
games.
and
Oh,
5.
there's
though.
4 games left.
I know, but the seed below it's 5 and 5. You gotta think everyone's gonna play each other.
I was
I guess it comes down to if the 3 and 7 and 2 and 8 teams win.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing, and I think you guys will.
I
don't-
don't know why you.
I think
that.
you're winning this week.
Our total wins combined is barely. Yeah, it's not good. All right.
All right, so trades. So we had Dalton Robin.
So are
With-
we doing
This was a
trades?
couple weeks ago, I think.
This
but I
was
don't
2
think-
weeks ago. I don't think we talked about it though.
Yeah.
Let's go. What was the trade before Dalton Robin with Dotson and Watson?
Oh, we have not had many trades. Holy crap!
No.
No.
Wow, no. The last trade we did before.
I do have a theory on this, by the way. I think it's just the way our teams are set up. It's tough to trade.
It's very tough to
honestly,
trade.
from years past. Like,
Apparently, the last trade before the 14th, which is yesterday, was the 3rd.
yeah, it'd been a minute.
So we haven't missed anything.
No.
Well, I don't think we covered theirs though on the 3rd.
When was the 3rd?
there was a break. We didn't do podcasts.
We didn't do
Just
podcasts.
last week,
Yeah.
exactly. But
Only
that's
last week. Yeah.
brain. Okay, I see.
And me and Robin did it right. We did it like on Friday or Saturday.
So it would have been after the pod, yeah.
Yeah.
So we just missed that.
But I
one.
just think the format of the teams is making it so it's tough to trade with people, honestly.
Dude, I was looking today. I was like, what if I traded Kelsey for Andrews? And I went and looked at Kevin's team, and I'm like, he has 2. He doesn't want a quarterback.
You're gonna get a trade offer. I hope you know that right
From
now.
Kevin.
Well, I wonder if it has something to do with sleeper. I think part of it definitely does.
Maybe.
Slightly, but
I think it's a little harder to trade on sleeper. I think sleeper is a little bit more, especially when you go to the trade function, you can see every team.
Mhm.
You start thinking, and you can see their whole team lined up in a certain way, and you
Right.
you think, all right, well, I can't really make that trade because he's got a tight end or he's got these people.
Yeah.
The trade's gonna be harder to do. But in ESPN, you're just like, all right, go to a team, look at a player you want, click it, send a trade, and the notification was very clear. You get like a boom boom on your phone.
Yeah, the notification on sleeper is a little more discreet. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is true.
Yeah.
I just think it's the format of the teams though, the way
I think
they're
it's-
laid out a lot.
I think
though.
it's more than-
I think it's both.
I think it
both
also
format.
might be a little bit of last year was, I think maybe
Mayhem.
jumped the shark.
Mayhem.
Crazy.
It
It was
really
crazy.
was
I think we
insane.
jumped the shark. I mean, last year there's trading and then there's last year, which was like
We were trying-
5 a week.
It was too
Let's just
much.
like shuffle deck.
Yeah,
shuffle
it was
deck.
too much trading.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
every day there would be like 2 new trades, and you get excited to see what the new trades were that
Yeah,
day.
it was
Right.
always fun. It was always fun, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just think the format of teams is affecting things right now. But we did have 3 of them to talk about.
All right, so the one that happened a couple weeks ago is you and Robin.
Yes.
So it happened before. So Dotson did still have a great game after that because
He
you
did.
got Dotson and you gave up Watson.
Yes.
Dotson.
What did Dotson get that week?
16, I
It's-
think.
Dang,
Yeah, he
okay.
scored kind of a mid to long range touchdown,
I
like
thought he
30
actually
yard
got
touchdown.
more than that. Where are you?
It's like 4 catches, 60 yards, and a tutty or something.
He got okay. Yeah, you're right. He got 15, but the week before he had 20, and he looked like he was back because he's been hyped all year.
It's
Yeah.
so weird he got 0.
and then all of a
I
sudden,
couldn't believe
he
that.
got
In
zero.
a game where Hal threw it like 45
I know,
times.
aired it out.
And-
everything.
But what I will say is I have Robinson, too, who
Yeah, that
went
worked
off,
out, yeah.
who went off. And if those two combine for 25, I don't
You're
care how
happy.
they do it.
Yeah, you're happy.
If they combine for 25, I'm like,
God, that was
well,
insane.
and Dotson had his season high snap percentage, 95%.
it makes no sense.
The
And
other-
that was Curtis Samuel. He missed one game.
The other
Yeah.
crazy
And
thing
now he's
is I
back.
think
Was he back last
McLaurin.
game?
He was back last game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So McLaurin was also back. So
It was all running back.
Where did the yards go to?
It was like
passing
it
yards. They
was
were all
like
his running
Logan
backs
Thomas
and his running back.
and the running backs. Gibson had a big game.
And maybe Curtis Samuel. I don't know.
No, he did nothing.
Wow.
So then Robin received Christian Watson.
Yeah, Robin got Watson. So I didn't.
Which I don't think he's played yet. I don't think he's had to play him.
I don't
yet.
think he. I think it's a.
Stash.
That's a stash and a little bit of a fanboy.
This guy is-
Is he like? Oh,
he's a
Packers
diehard
fan.
Packers
He's a Packers
fan. Yeah, so I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, you're hoping for that lightning in the bottle for that 4-week stretch again, like he had last year,
Exactly.
right? So
This guy is.
I mean, I don't
so
mind it. It's
mid.
it's very. They're both bench pieces.
He's not even mid. It's 4, 4, 4.
It's been a rough. It's been a rough year.
He was
It's been a rough
disappointed.
year.
I was disappointed with him. I had a couple shares of him in redraft, and he just nothing.
I mean, I think you'd rather have Dotson at this point, right? But
I think so.
I mean,
Quarterback.
it's a bench piece.
Yeah,
not to be too
Yeah,
obvious.
we probably shouldn't
but, yeah.
linger on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the Dotson side more still, technically.
And
All
then,
right.
then we had. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just
So
two
let's
more
get into
trades.
the other trades.
We got 2, and they were both yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Coleman
with
was
Coleman.
involved in both.
Yeah.
Coleman was busy yesterday.
Coleman was a busy man
He was
yesterday.
busy.
So the first one he did, he traded with you.
Mm-hmm.
You got Josh Jacobs and Garrett Wilson and gave up Tony Pollard and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
I like your side better, actually, on this one.
Can you tell Kevin that?
Robin,
I don't believe that.
or not Robin, Coleman says he thinks he won that one, like, big. So I was talking to him in our bottom feeders chat. And I just think you're really hoping, like, Walker had a better week this week. I wish I could click on him from here.
Walker
Pollard has
had
been
a 65-yard receiving touchdown that saved him.
Yeah.
Oh, did he have? He had a long one.
He had a
I didn't
long
know he
one.
had
But
that
look
long.
at Kim Walker's snap percentage
Mhm.
the last 3 weeks.
He's been outsnapped by Charbonnet, right? 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's below 50%.
Is he
But he's that boom bust player. Like,
Walker
honestly.
on bye?
He can have 2 touchdowns.
He can have. That's the thing. He's
his
an
thing.
explosive
Whoa!
player. He's
Right.
explosive as hell.
Under
and then-
50%.
And then
It's
look at
pretty
his
wild.
schedule.
That is pretty wild.
The Rams, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Rams, the 49ers, Dallas, the 49ers again, then Philly.
That's
It's-
Coleman's team, right?
It's brutal,
Yeah.
but here's the thing with Kim Walker. You have that big playability. Which,
Yeah.
and now he's got Pollard as well.
Who is all
this
the
guy
time,
might
like-
be fantasy bust of the
Week
year.
I know,
one was
dude, I
like
was
week
so
one. You're
in
like,
on-
oh my god, I have to get him. And even week 2 and 3, you're like, this guy's a superstar.
And part of me still believes in Pollard, to be honest
I think
with you.
he'll-
Like, I really wanted to believe in him.
I still
wanted
think he
to
can have
hold.
a big second half of the fantasy
His-
year.
I don't believe him anymore.
His schedule's so good.
He
coming
broke
up.
his leg last year.
Yeah,
No,
he did.
This year, this calendar year, Tony Pollard broke his leg.
Really?
Yeah, that's probably a big problem.
I did not. know
Yeah, I
that,
guess
actually.
it's true. I still
think we all
believe
thought
in
he'd be
Pollard
back,
though,
but he's
because
not.
like, how does it not work in that offense with Pollard? Honestly, like,
Right.
they're gonna hand they're. I feel like they're a run first team, but they've switched to pass first. But he has such great matchups coming up. I gotta believe it turns around at some point.
Yeah.
But you're always thinking that next some point, right?
He's got 2 nice matchups in a row, and then his shit gets hard playoff time, which I
But-
guess Coleman doesn't need.
Coleman needs to win now.
He needs to win now.
He's the-
Coleman definitely still is thinking he's gonna make the playoffs.
He's got to make the trade though,
Yeah, he is.
because
He is.
Jacobs is on bye in 2 weeks.
I don't think Coleman
that's
is
the
naive enough
reason
to
he
think
got
he's
rid-
gonna make the playoffs. There's a small chance.
You
I don't
gotta
think-
go all in though. You gotta go all in.
He can
so.
definitely do it. It's been done. It's just you can't go with a mind state thinking you're going. Not in fantasy, you have to actually go with a negative. Like a negative mind state in fantasy is better
I
than a
kinda-
positive one.
I do kinda-
Yeah.
If you think you're gonna win, you're gonna get shit on so hard.
But I think both players. I was very attached to both of them.
Yeah.
And they're very fun to watch, honestly. And they both are RB1s in my eyes
Yeah.
when they're at their best.
Zach's team. I can't wait to talk about rankings and talk about Zach's team.
It's gonna be good.
I can't believe he's 6-4.
I know it's crazy,
That's
right?
absolutely nuts.
So I think it was overall very fair. Honestly, we both gave up assets that we didn't want to at the
Yeah.
end of the day, and we both gained. Honestly, in my opinion, for both what we needed.
Yeah.
So
So what you wanted an elite tier wide receiver.
I wanted Garrett Wilson. I wanted that high end wide receiver too.
He
Give
loves Garrett Wilson.
I love Garrett Wilson.
I love Garrett Wilson.
And here's the thing:
traded him to a different league.
there's a chance Rodgers comes back, and that's the wide receiver one I've been looking for all year. And I'm gonna roll the dice and hope if I make the playoffs,
Or any
comes-
quarterbacks
You
plays
know how
over.
it-
I have Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson, and that's the wide receiver one I've been looking for all year. But Garrett Wilson's floor is extremely high, in my
It is.
opinion.
Yeah.
And then Josh Jacobs, wanted the bell cow.
Oh, I don't think Garrett Wilson has a high floor. right now.
I think he does. I mean,
Check
look
out
at
his
his
numbers,
Look at
because
his target.
I feel like he's been fairly consistent, and that's with such a dog shit quarterback too.
Like,
Zach
look at the
Wilson's
last
coming
4
up.
weeks.
Wow.
Like, the target volume on him is incredible.
Wow, the target volume is crazy.
Over 10.
Yeah, the last 4 weeks, 12, 13, 13, 14. And then a 7 and a 14. Yeah, holy shit.
That's gonna
Like,
produce
it's
fantasy numbers.
unreal, like, how much volume he gets. But he doesn't produce. That's the thing where Coleman has those wide receivers on his team where he doesn't need a Garrett Wilson, but I did.
I didn't realize he's
And
been
that's how that
good.
trade gets
He
done.
Garrett Wilson was barely making Coleman's lineup.
He was going to bench
honestly-
him.
He actually forced him into the lineup last week when I played him.
Yeah.
And I forget who he took down instead. But I was like, damn, I can't.
Yeah,
I think
that's
he
the
took
thing.
Mostert to the bench. I think
Yeah,
he took
that's the thing.
Mostert
He's
down.
so deep. So
Well, Coleman, yeah.
If you look
Coleman's
at-
problem
if you
was
look
he
at-
had way too much depth. He did what he needed to do to get players that he thought might have more. Because
Right.
it's actually torture having that much depth. Because you
It
have
is.
to always think. You're thinking and thinking, this guy. And then you let because they're so close, you let the projections skew what you're going to do. You're like, all right, this guy, because he's high projected. But then you listen to like a podcast and see other way.
I swear.
And then
that's
no matter what you
terrible.
choose, the guy you bench is the guy who scores more points, and then you want to kill yourself.
he said Nico Collins was hurt last week. So that's the thing.
Oh,
Coleman
that's
has
right.
so
That's
much
right.
wide receiver depth
Yeah.
that it doesn't hurt him. He takes the shot with Pollard or Kim Walker, and I believe both had the big play opportunity. And
Same.
honestly, I think it worked out.
He
for
got
both
running
parties.
backs. He wanted.
He got running backs, and
Well-
he upgraded, in my
So
opinion.
the reason I think you want it for me is because I think Josh Jacobs right now and throughout the rest of the season is going to be elite, like elite.
That's my hope with the volume.
How did he do? Because I didn't watch that. I think it was Jets Raiders on Sunday night.
He got no touchdowns and he fumbled, but he still got like
I
12.
don't know
or
what he
something.
got.
Or he got 12.
Nice.
But I mean, 116 yards last week. Week before,
Solid.
98, 2 touchdowns. And these last 3 weeks are all great. He gets to play Miami, Kansas City, Minnesota, the Chargers, Kansas City, Indiana. They're all easy matchups.
Yep.
And the team is kind of. It seemed so.
Seem to be on
heard,
the up. Seem to be
Yeah.
on the up.
I heard a podcast that like teams that are kind of mid and they're like struggling towards the end, they will always
running backs.
run their running backs. That's when they stop worrying about taking care of the running backs and they fucking
Just
run
run
them.
them to
Yeah,
the
that's
ground.
fair.
So that's the hope with it.
And
But
I mean-
that week 12 bye is the killer.
The week
for,
12 bye
for
gets
Coleman
nuts.
or
13.
week 13.
There's
That's
a
the killer
lot of
for
players
Coleman.
by week 13 though.
Exactly, but Coleman shipped off these guys.
That's the
so we didn't
Ravens
have the
week,
bye.
right? Week
I think
13?
so.
I think
Yeah,
it is.
that's
But
gonna be crazy.
the thing is even with his performance so far, he's still a running back 5.
Yeah.
So I
mean,
think
he hasn't had a bye yet, though. I will
Yeah,
say it's a
that's
little
fair. That's
skewed. But you're right. I'm in with you obviously because I made the trade, but I do believe Jacobs with the volume is going to be good. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I was leaning more towards Coleman's side of the trade until I heard your side, heard a little bit more of your thinking on it, and I think it's a little bit more even.
Yeah.
But I still have faith in Pollard
Yeah.
for this back half of the season.
Dude, it was so hard to get rid of him.
Yeah, I know.
It was.
I know.
I believe in Pollard as
Because
well.
dude, it's like if he were to just fall into the end zone,
it'd
if
be
he were to
fine.
fall into the end zone 3 times over the last 6 weeks, you would have been.
It would
over
be
the
fine.
moon,
Yeah,
over the
and
moon
that's the
with him.
thing. But I've been losing weeks because of Pollard.
Right.
And I think Coleman got him at a good time, though. I
Yeah.
will say that.
Yeah.
So it was tough to get rid of him.
Yeah. Good trade. Good trade.
I think it was a good trade. That's one of our. I like those kind of trades where it's just fair all around.
Yeah,
So
like it's a good one to.
it's just good to switch up the teams a little bit.
Yeah.
So our next one,
also Coleman
yes,
Okay.
and more running backs involved. In fact,
Yeah.
all running backs.
yeah, and this one is pretty interesting. It's a big player with Eckler and Josh Kelly.
See, I like this. I think
this one,
is the.
this
in my
is a
opinion,
very fun trade
I mean,
because
in my opinion,
Dude,
this is the one he
If
won.
you look at Coleman's team now, you don't want to be coming up against.
no, you don't
Coleman's
want to
team.
play him.
That's
But
insane.
but Coleman received Eckler and Josh Kelly, and then gave up Mostert and Bijan Robinson.
So Mostert has
Woo!
Achan coming back this week.
Yes, he does.
So
he does.
he
It's gonna be
becomes-
very interesting. With
He
him.
might still be good, but you're at the point now where you are too afraid to start Mostert right now because Achan looked.
I think
has
that
looked-
depends on roster what you have.
Roster
honestly.
availability.
You could start him this week, but if Achan goes off this week and Mostert doesn't, you're done with Mostert. It's just like Moss. Moss finally stopped. Like he's done.
But I still think Mostert. I think it's gonna be a committee. Mostert and
They're gonna make
Achane.
Achan earn some of that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna
But
be
they
right
also
off
have
the bat.
Wilson back now, and they had them both before they didn't. And
I don't think
Mostert's-
Wilson's a factor.
and they have the other guy Muhammad or whatever. But
I think it's the two.
Mostert's been bad the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah,
I think he ended up having a touchdown in Germany.
I think
Can you
he's
take a look?
think he's been bad.
Touchdown both weeks.
Okay,
right?
so with a touchdown, which you gotta hope for that, it's 5 with a touchdown, 10 with a touchdown, 14.
Okay, so not. I mean,
But
It's okay.
add Achane to that.
right.
You know?
Yeah,
It's not the
no, it's
25
true.
or 30
It's
that
not
he
the
was
crazy
doing
week.
early in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a 40-point
It's
week. I
weird. It's so weird with him being the number 2 running back in the season, and he's had no trade value all year.
It's insane.
It
Like,
is
he's-
weird.
Some
honestly.
trade value, but it's just because he's a 31-year-old small guy who's always injured. It's caught up with him.
Coleman
Like,
drafted him,
nobody
and
trusts
he's,
it.
and he's had him until.
Yes,
Yeah, until
which
he
is
made the
loyalty,
flip, yeah.
except for the loyalty only is skin deep because he doesn't start him.
I know.
That's the issue with Coleman.
He had
too much
That's
depth.
why his max points were
Yeah,
so
'cause he
damn
had
high.
so
He's
much
taking
depth.
Mostert to the bench,
And he's been starting the wrong people, and it's been hurting him.
But
And he's-
anyways, I think it's nice for him in this situation with this trade because when you look at it from the surface, it looks like he gave up the number 2 running back, but really gave him up at a time where Achane's he practiced in full without any protection today, so
Right.
he's gonna play.
Yeah.
So Mostert, no matter what, gets a downtick. It could be a big one. So he only got 1 running back. He got Eckler.
Yeah.
He also gave up Bijan, and that's the one. That's the one where you start thinking, okay, well, if Mostert is still good, that's where Coleman lost the trade.
Yeah.
That's where it is, yeah, because obviously Eckler's above both of them, but it's the depth play with Mostert and Bijan is, I'm assuming why Brad did the trade, right? Did the 2 for 1.
Yeah.
But again,
If you
Coleman,
need depth, that's great.
Coleman doesn't need the depth.
Exactly.
And this is a trade Coleman needed to make probably 3 weeks ago.
I mean, like I said,
Honestly,
Coleman's
this is an
team
amazing
now,
trade for him. Right
Coleman's team now looks freaking insane.
Yeah, I know.
well, we're gonna get to it at rankings.
I
I'm
know.
curious. I haven't looked at it.
It is
Yeah,
insane,
it's
but
what's wild.
I mean, I think both games
Coleman,
what
I
they
feel for
needed,
you, man. Your
but
team is stacked.
It is.
Coleman got the best player in the trade, but Brad got more depth. I think that's simple as fact. And let's be honest, Brad has a soft spot for Bijan.
Oh,
let's be
yeah.
honest. So.
I'm
He's
actually,
wanted. He was.
He's wanted,
Yeah.
It's been like Garrett Wilson with me. I've
That's
wanted
true.
Garrett Wilson
All
all
year,
year, and
all
he
year.
wanted Bijan all year. So
Yeah.
go get your guy. But
I'm interested, to hear what Coleman's take is on Bijan because I
Yes.
know you've got to be pretty
See,
frustrated.
Bijan's the ones he's had to start every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take him 4th overall,
Yeah.
It's probably been him. He's probably been the one he's had on his team that's been sucking while Mostert's been going off, and he still has to keep starting.
kind of sucking in the same fashion.
Yeah, but wide receiver different.
Right.
Wise.
I want to know if Coleman views him as an RB1 still as well, or does he see him as a high end RB2? Like where does he actually view him?
He got
at this point now?
he got touches this week.
He did.
No,
I
he
think
did.
he's coming
Yeah.
more alive, honestly. But again, Bijan has a bye next week.
Right.
And so that's where this trade gets done again.
Yeah, he's
is for the
never
bye.
even scored 20.
Or it's actually this week, isn't it?
He's never
Bijan?
even had it's this week.
He's
He's
not
never
had-
even had a 20-point week.
Has he had a 2 touchdown week yet?
No.
That's why.
And he's only scored 2 rushing touchdowns on the year.
There's not
Dude,
feeding
that-
him, man. I don't
Because
know.
last
before this week, remember the stat? It was like he hadn't had a rushing
Before
attempt
2
inside
weeks.
the 5-yard line.
I know. Is
That's
that crazy
insane.
with Algier there?
But
Yeah.
it looked like they were forcing. It looked like maybe the coach is getting pressured to make sure he plays by the owner because I've heard that the coach, what's his name? I can't
Arthur Smith.
remember. Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that he was getting some pressure to play him.
As
So
he
I wonder if
should.
that's what's happening. Yeah, and
Freaking crazy,
yeah,
man.
same with
yeah.
Pitts. Arthur Smith is toxic for fantasy.
Yeah,
football.
I
dude,
agree.
He's very toxic.
Some coaches, him, Belichick, they just do the shit like they know.
They're just like, I'm just gonna roll with it. Fuck
exactly.
it. I mean, Eckler at the end of the day though is who I'd want out of this, right? But
Eckler's who you want out of this.
the
And
depth
Eckler's
is
who-
why Brad did.
Especially when you consider the teams. Like I said, now looking at Coleman's team, it looks insane.
Yeah, so I think is that some of you guys' input on the trades?
Yeah.
You guys go with that?
Yeah.
Jeez, Eckler's good.
Yeah, he is good. He's been injury prone though a little bit this year.
I
will say
agree.
That's the thing. I mean,
I agree.
He only missed 3 weeks. You think he missed more?
yeah, I guess that's true.
3 plus a bye.
Plus
yeah,
the bye,
it's not
so, but I mean, yeah. But we'll see. I mean, obviously Eckler's a superstar, honestly.
is,
So
yeah.
I don't think.
bad.
there's any
And
debate
dude,
there.
that offense is like Keenan, Eckler.
Yeah,
Keenan,
Keenan.
The nice thing
Eckler.
about
like
that-
that's all they do.
The nice thing about that-
Dump off, dump off.
The nicest thing about that offense is their defense is fucking terrible. Which means that
Horrible.
offense has
That's
to
always
go
the
through.
best.
That Lions Chargers game was electric. It was just awful.
Dude, I was freaking sick watching it. Watching
Were you
David
against-
Montgomery and
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs go berserk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gibbs got
yeah.
a couple touchdowns. You're like, oh, it is still Gibbs. Then Montgomery breaks one off. and you're
75
like,
yards.
oh wait,
You're like-
so it's both.
You're like, this is why the Lions are a top 3 team in
Yeah.
the NFC right
Well,
now.
and Logan started both of them.
he started both,
Yeah.
and he lost.
And Laporta.
And Laporta.
He started 3 Lions.
It was a crazy.
That is crazy.
That's too many Lions,
It was a
man.
crazy. It worked though for him.
Yeah,
It worked.
definitely
Yeah,
worked.
yeah. So, all right. So let's get into
You
rankings.
said it right at the exact same time.
All right. So
All right.
at number 10, we're gonna do things. You know, it's that Thanksgiving time of year, so we're gonna say what people were thankful for. At number 10, we have Will. So if you want to start off with saying what you were thankful for,
Oh shit, I forgot to think about it.
and I mean you're on the spot. What are you thankful
Come
for?
on, Will.
Okay. So, 2 weeks ago, I was driving
Yep.
and my car started making a really bad noise, like a terrible noise. Like I was like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. This is bad." Less than an hour later, my fiance's mom texted me and said,
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah.
Miranda's brother is selling a car for like $5,000 or something. Do you want to buy it?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And she's like, "We'll give you a discount." I was like, "Oh, sweet, awesome, thanks." So that was like perfect timing. Like, oh my gosh, this couldn't have worked out better. And then I got to their house. They pick up the keys and they gave it to me for free.
What?
Wow,
So,
that is cool.
Less than an
Isn't that
hour later, I
crazy?
got
Isn't
my
that-
nose breaking. So I'm thankful for Mike. His name is Mike.
Yep. All Mike's
Thankful for
around.
Mike,
That's
not
cool.
this Mike.
All Mike's around. Mike's are just good dudes.
We're thankful for Mike.
Obviously, he's not
That's the
watching this.
thankful. You're thankful for Mike.
The pickleball phenom.
Is he?
Yep.
Have you played?
I have not played. I just know he plays.
I've
all the
not
time.
played
You
it.
might have to get out there.
I'd like to play it. It looks fun.
Have you-
So I'm
have
thankful
you
for my
played?
free car.
No, but
No.
I've heard. I in gym class, but
Yeah,
yeah, I need to get. I've heard it's a big thing nowadays. So.
It is. Yeah, I've not played it either, but
But at number 10, it's you.
Yep.
So
So
let's take a gander at your team. You
here's-
have someone coming back that's going to make your team very interesting.
Cowboys back.
projected 0.
He
Yeah, Cowboy won, so Cowboy's back.
Cowboys
It was
back.
bad Cowboy last.
Is it happy cowboy right now?
Oh yeah, smiley face. You got
Smiley
it.
face cowboy. So how do you feel about your team, Will?
I actually
Just-
think right now it's coming together.
I think it is too. That's the crazy.
Like the team is not. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Trey McBride looks fucking phenomenal.
Amazing. Yeah.
McLaurin and Kirk are both so consistent. Gus Edwards is touchdown dependent, but he's touchdown consistent. So
I just
like-
so many running backs are touchdown dependent
Yeah.
that why not have the best one?
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Honestly.
know what I mean?
If he's
the
gonna
last-
fall in every
In
week,
the last
right?
4 weeks, he's got what 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 7 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks.
Crazy.
Tank Dell, he's a stud.
Tank
I had
Dell,
him and dropped him. I'm
beast.
pissed.
Tank Dell, I had him and dropped him too. I'm so lucky I got him back.
Oh, son.
He's so good.
He's a stud. A-Chain is back. A-Chain is back.
Yep.
Pacheco has been solid. I have Dobbs and Fields. That's annoying for me to pick.
Do you want to ask? Yeah, ask the chat who should he start?
I don't know
Fields or
The
Dobbs?
chat's really just Coleman.
Hey, we still want Coleman's. We still
Coleman.
want
Coleman has good
input.
input. And you got Goddard, who's hurt, but he'll be
But
back.
Coleman
soon.
and me are really like Coleman's going to tell me the opposite one.
Yeah, right. But then you should probably listen to him.
I need
No, but
Coleman.
he wants you to win because he's playing Kevin. You're playing Kevin.
That's
That's
true.
true. He does
That's
want me to
true.
win. Coleman, who should I start if you're in here? So I don't. So you guys both think I should start Dobbs?
Yes,
I
1,000%.
That's who I'm.
Who did the
Coleman says Fields.
Yeah, go Dobbs. Go
Bears
Dobbs.
have
What you do? We agreed. Coleman wants me to win.
Bears
he
have
does.
Lions, right?
Bears have
Yeah,
the Lions.
And the
That's
Vikings
reason.
have who?
The Broncos.
Broncos.
On Sunday Night Football. Don't you want to watch Sunday Night
All
Football?
right, my
and be excited?
only, I am still leaning Dobbs. My only thing about Fields, I told you guys before the podcast, is because he's got a thumb problem on his throwing hand.
Mhm.
Fields is the best running quarterback we've ever seen.
Right.
He's probably going to have to run the
Pull
ball.
up Dobbs.
Or is he
Pull
going to
up
give it to
Dobbs.
Herbert and
We
Foreman?
know-
Look at his stat. Look
45
at is that
times.
not a running quarterback?
We know he's a beast, and yes, he's a running quarterback.
He
Then
is.
you get best of both worlds.
Just see it from Fields for 1 week.
It's
Just,
almost
you gotta
impossible.
see it.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost impossible not to start Dobbs.
Where'd you end up taking Fields anyway? 5th round? Yeah, 5th round.
For 2 weeks, it looked like it was going to be good. It looked terrible for a while.
Broken thumb.
And I started playing Anthony
dump it off
Richardson,
to
who
DJ
got hurt.
Moore.
And then I was like, Fields is good, so I put Fields in, and he got hurt.
Yep. Oh yeah, you had AR. That's right.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
man.
That's Will's thing though. He takes like the rookie scrambler and it works out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I also had Chubb.
Yeah, I think your team just came together too late. Unfortunately, you had too many injuries early
I
too.
thought Judy was going to work.
Q says yes, please win. Will.
Okay, well then, do you really want me to start Fields? Because I will if you want me to win. I'll do whatever you say.
That is wild that Sleeper is projecting Fields 2 points more than Dobbs.
Because look at Fields' last 2 games before injury.
But look at Fields' last, or not Fields. Look at Dobbs' last 3 games.
You're right.
I just think Dobbs.
That he's actually played.
Dobbs
it.
is in a good.
You're right.
Dobbs is actually in a good situation.
You're right.
Like,
Like the
are you
thing
talking
is, Fields had a 37, but you're right. Dobbs has gotten mid-20s 3 weeks in a
Yeah.
row, and one of them was on
I
a different
can't
team.
believe you're even debating it. Honestly,
Same.
You're right. And plus, I love Dobbs. I just like him.
And then if Fields goes off, just start him next week.
Yeah.
He won't.
Your team
Dobbs
really
in the bye
is.
soon.
Your team
There
really
you
has
go.
come together though.
Yeah, it came
And you built it from the waivers for the most part.
Yeah.
in like minor
Dobbs,
trades.
Gus Bus,
My draft.
McBride. Did you?
If you looked at my draft, it's the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
What would be your biggest
Although
regret?
Gibbs did finally get better,
Yeah,
but I
better.
traded him before that happened.
Gibbs? Yeah, he's good.
Wilson, where I drafted him, terrible. Chubb injured right away. Damian Pierce, literally garbage. Jerry Jeudy, garbage. Michael Thomas, garbage.
Pacheco good.
It's mid. Pacheco is fine. He's really not that. He's not as good as you think. Like, he had a couple weeks where he's looking good, but his highest points in a game, he had 123 and then 12, 14, 5, 6.
He's probably what RB.
He's RB20.
RB20.
Yeah, he's not,
Really?
and he's played every game. He's not that good.
That's not great.
You want to think he's better than he is, but he's not that good.
I just feel like everyone thinks he's good because he gets all the work from that backfield. So they're just like, oh, keep
you would
running
think he would
back.
be good. So he's had one good game.
He's had one banger game, and yeah, that's it. He's RB20.
That's crazy.
He doesn't give you absolutely goose eggs. Well, last couple weeks. pretty
Maybe you
much
bench
for what I
him and
want.
put Fields in.
Can I do that? Will you guys let me?
running back.
I mean,
running
I'll
back.
let you.
QBs?
Running back.
I'll let you.
All right.
I'll let you. All right.
So we'll move on to team number 9.
At number 9, we have Logan, and he is thankful for nothing. That's what he said.
That is, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna say what everybody's thankful for.
It
Yeah.
checks out. Yep.
Apparently, Logan's thankful.
Poor
for
Logan.
nothing.
After losing by a point to touchdowns from Sutton, dude, the craziest.
I
That might
know.
be catch of the year.
I
I
know,
think it
dude.
actually
I
might
had
be.
to have it. I had to have it.
That
too.
might be catch of the
Sutton's
year.
a dog.
I didn't even
People
see
don't
it.
talk about it too
I
much.
still-
It was a toe
He is a
tap
dog.
touchdown.
Oh, you didn't see that touchdown yet?
No, I wasn't watching. I never.
should
The
watch
Sunday
it.
night was it a Sunday night game or was it a Monday?
Monday.
Monday night.
Monday.
Yeah, it was wild.
Kincaid came through too, but
He did.
Well, I didn't watch it because it was a weird matchup.
it was a weird matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, let me pull up his team. I can't see yours.
The thing is,
I like his team a
the
lot.
other two
honestly.
teams
Yeah.
that are with me back
They
here,
shouldn't be
yeah,
three
when you
in.
look at those teams, you're like, oh, I haven't actually built a team yet. Like, they actually look like good teams. This is a good
Devonta
team.
on his bench.
Did you know Sam Howell is the QB3? And
Yeah.
in the NFL,
Is he starting him this week?
He's
Is.
got-
in the
Kyler.
NFL, he's the
Not-
league leader in passing yards.
He's got Kyler.
He's got Kyler in. Yeah.
But he had
Or he's
Kyler.
got-
So he started Kyler last week, but he's starting Sam Howell,
Starting
which I
Sam
don't
Howell.
blame him.
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
Howell plays the Giants. I
Yeah.
would start him too. Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. That looks like it's actually going to work, surprisingly. I can't believe it.
I cannot believe
Wait,
he did that.
hold on.
I know it was bold, but it worked.
Now this week they play Chicago, so maybe. But he is starting 3 Lions players.
He's
Even if
all
you're-
in.
Even if
It limits your upside.
you have
It
to
does.
be
It does.
like the Chiefs of 2019 to start 3 players in the same offense.
I will say he probably will start Olave instead of whichever. I mean,
No, dude,
what?
you can't not start Gibbs or Montgomery. You cannot not start one of them. Right?
I mean, you
You're
can
basically
start
just saying,
them
I'm going
over-
to take whatever points the
Yeah.
Lions
If you were to-
backfield's putting up
if you
and
were to,
start them both. I
yeah,
don't
but
hate
if you were to bench one of those guys, you would hate yourself.
You're just so all in on the Lions, though.
Yeah.
But they've been good.
The fact that he also has Laporta is the
I was
issue.
gonna say I kind of don't consider the tight end spot just because of how much of a wasteland it really is. Like to start another Lion there, at least he's a
Yeah.
good one.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
The biggest
I do
tease
you
was this
trade
guy.
DeAndre Hopkins. I
He
know.
didn't start him the week he popped off, and then he started him,
And
and,
was
he's back to
down
the
there.
he's back to Hopkins again.
I don't think you can start D Hop.
What's your thoughts on Saquon right now?
I like Saquon still.
I do
mean,
too, but I think
fantasy?
I'm a huge Saquon guy, but I think his
Dallas's defense and especially
It-
Dallas versus
it's so
the
capped right
Giants
now.
is tough. But they've been bad.
Do you
for a
even know
long
the name
time.
of their starting quarterback?
Yeah, Johnny DeVito.
Tommy.
DeVito.
Tommy.
I always say Danny DeVito, but then I remember that.
That's from that. Okay, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because I didn't know who it was.
Yeah. I mean, I want to drop. I was very close to dropping Waller this week because even if he were to come back,
I'm surprised you haven't
Maybe-
yet.
I mean, he's got Tommy DeVito throwing it to him. It's like, what is he gonna do?
And also, it's like a really bad hamstring, which that's
I
scary
know.
on an old guy who's
And-
had hamstring problems.
And they only signed him to a 3-year deal, so at this point, like, what are they playing for?
Because he was dropped in almost every league, and every time he was dropped when it first happened, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I gotta get him. And then I thought about it, I was like, I'm not gonna.
He
waste
will
that
likely
bench
be
spot.
dropped this.
I'm curious about the Lions schedule. Logan wants to see it.
I do want to say something. Did you know Saquon Barkley has 1 rushing touchdown?
That's crazy,
I can't believe that. Look how many attempts he's getting.
dude.
He
Yeah,
had
they might only
36
have
one
like
week.
7 touchdowns on the year, though.
I absolutely.
It's
an
it's
offense.
it's 5 passing and the Jets also have 5 passing.
It's a crime.
Combined, the Jets and the Giants have 10 passing touchdowns.
And
It's a crime what they're doing to him.
it is.
It's a crime being a New York football
just
fan.
a waste of his
Because the
career.
Bills also
He
suck.
is so good
Yeah,
too, man.
just a
He's
waste.
so electric. Like, look at that smile. That's a
I
$1 million
think
smile.
I think you're
Dude, those couple
I am,
years,
dude. I mean, he does it for me.
those
Let's
couple
be
years
honest.
of him and OBJ, it was like this
Yeah.
team could be special.
I know.
He's every other year, Barkley. Last year a beast. The year before,
All right,
booty.
I'm getting him next year.
Year before
He
that,
went to Penn State.
oh, injured, and then a beast.
What's the Lions schedule real quick? I want to see it.
Chicago, Green Bay, New Orleans, Chicago, Denver, Minnesota.
That's not bad.
Pretty favorable.
Minnesota-
yeah, pretty favorable schedule.
Minnesota's shockingly amazing at defense right now.
That'll be a high scoring game. probably.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, it might be a high scoring game though.
Yeah.
They're in fantasy. They're like the defense like 5. Minnesota.
Minnesota is?
Yeah.
Really, I didn't
Really?
know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. New Orleans is tough.
Yeah, I think just to wrap up the combo, I think you just start both all year.
You
Until
have to
you
do it.
prove
Right. It
otherwise,
just sucks.
and you just start Olave over Godwin probably.
Oh, Olave's on bye this week.
Yeah,
Damn, because Carr's gonna come. They're gonna play Carr like fucking.
yeah, which sucks.
'Cause he's in
Jameis
concussion
Winston
protocol,
comes in
too.
and throws it immediately to Olave.
It is nice. It's a nice schedule for the Lions going forward. It's just scary to start 3 guys in the same team.
Yeah.
And then at number 8, we have Bradford.
Out of curiosity, so me and Logan, did we move up? What was last week's? We didn't.
You guys stayed the
Chat,
same.
wasn't it?
You guys stayed the same.
And Brad is below Coleman.
Brad's
It's
below
just
Coleman.
so hard to
Wow.
like you guys' teams are probably not last and second to last in the league.
Mine
but
is.
you're just looking at you're just looking at record at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
mine,
looking at
like-
record a little bit.
But also player-wise, mine is. We thought we looked
Dude.
at it first, but then look at the team that everyone ranked second to last.
You have
the
some
difference was crazy.
Pop off potential though.
So yeah, Brad is thankful for.
Oh god.
Can't believe we did this. Brad is thankful for his family and friends.
Is that actually what he said?
That's what he said. That's
Okay.
what he said.
So a little bit different route.
Yeah,
than
I like it though. I like it. You got
Mine was wholesome too.
yours
Yours
was
was
very
wholesome.
wholesome.
Yours was
I-
wholesome.
we got a couple good
So
ones
Brad and I are
coming
on the
up.
wholesome side, and Logan's thankful for nothing.
Yeah. Then we got Logan and Jordan.
Oh, Logan, he's funny. Yeah. So Brad's team, he's currently 1 game sitting out.
Yeah.
It looks
I am a little
different
surprised he's at 8, but
Same.
because Brad's had
Q jumped him.
Q jumped him,
Yeah, Q.
and then
well, we don't
well, he obviously jumped him. Q hasn't been.
well, yeah,
They
Q
did
jumps,
it.
but Q could be
Q could be in it.
Could be way up there.
He could be ranked first.
Way up there.
But I mean, you
Weird,
look at
all of a
this.
sudden everyone likes Coleman's team too. Poor guy.
I'm all in
Oh
on
wait,
this team.
did you have Mixon? You traded Mixon to Brad?
Yeah, that's part of that Kim Walker deal I did.
Okay.
Which I probably wouldn't do it now looking back at what Kim Walker did for me, but you
Yeah,
know, it
yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta adapt. I mean, you look at Brad's team though, it's even deeper now. I actually think Brad is a really, really deep team, and he needs to couple up he has Marquise Brown on the bench right now.
I would be.
He has
starting
Tyler
Hill over
Lockett on the
Daryl
bench. Like,
Henderson.
I would be starting
He
Marquise
has
Brown.
Bijan
right-
on a bye too. Like the team's deep, crazy deep.
Marquise Brown versus Houston. I would be starting him right fucking
Swear
now.
to God, no doubt. I'm considering Rondell Moore in that game just because that game's gonna be
I'd probably
42 to
start
40.
him over Daryl Henderson.
I forgot to tell you, my dad said suck it because he's playing you this weekend.
Yeah, he did say that. That was
I forgot
hilarious.
to tell you. Sorry.
That's awesome. Oh my god, he's going down.
So, Brad's team is deeper than I thought.
It's extremely deep,
Yeah, it is.
and you have the Devonte Adams. Looks like he's getting more volume.
Oh yeah.
Joe Mixon.
He doesn't have the super
No,
stuff.
he doesn't have the superstar.
Well, he did. He just traded him.
Well, he has Bijan, but that would be his
That's
superstar.
right. He's
But,
on-
but
he,
he
had,
had-
he had the super stuff.
Yeah.
Bijan's not
Right.
right now.
And I liked what he had because he had the Herbert Eckler stack. I don't know how that had really been treating him thus far this
I
year.
don't know either, honestly.
But it was kind of just
well, Herbert's
kind of
the
a
QB4.
sneaky-
I didn't know that.
He's
yeah,
been
he's
good.
been
Herbert's,
solid.
Herbert's doing the thing though he does every year where he can give you bust games. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he
super-
can.
It's weird he can do that.
Yep.
But he's had really only 2 of them,
Yeah.
which isn't bad.
Mixon's
mean,
been
yeah.
better. The offense has gotten
Mixon's
better.
been really good. Mixon's one of my regrets of the year.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk
He has
regrets,
been good.
I love Mixon.
I know. me
You
too.
know what he's giving you, and then he'll
I
have
know.
one game a year where he scores like 4 touchdowns.
And I don't care that Marquise Brown had a terrible week. I love Marquise Brown going forward.
Same. You
I
gotta start
love him going
DJ Moore probably takes an uptick now with Fields coming back.
Oh,
forward. Yeah, Fields loves him.
Yep.
He's still the wide receiver 8 just because he had that one game where he scored
Huge
45.
45-point game.
And the week before he had 23. And then he's actually not even scored 10 cents, and he's still a QB, or wide receiver 8.
Yeah.
We're getting towards the end of the year where like depth matters, honestly, because injuries are gonna pop up, as everyone knows.
He also has the tight end when you're late in the season.
Does he
George
though?
Kittle is
Facts.
the
This is
late
facts.
season tight end. He scored 10, 19, 19.
Dude, what's crazy about Kittle is he pays it off in one play. This
I
week
know.
was like a 65-yard
It was like
touchdown.
85.
It's
It was
crazy.
like, gosh.
Fucking Kittle.
Yeah,
I hate this
insane.
guy.
I love Kittle.
He never
I
goes
hate
away.
him. He won you a championship though.
He won me a championship.
Nice.
did.
So did Devontae Adams. He's got him too. Brad, your team is set up,
He
man.
needs to pick up. He
Your
needs
team
to
is
pick
set
up
up.
McKinnon.
You need to get McKinnon, bro. Get McKinnon.
Hey, Brad, hit me up for McKinnon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad's team.
It's
is
deep as hell.
It just doesn't have the superstar.
And it's gonna be hinging on
Devontae.
Bijan.
Devontae's
And
a
Mostert.
superstar.
If he loses too much work.
It's great if Mostert stays where he's at though. It's gonna be crazy that trade.
Staying where he's at is tough. But I guess it could because he was good when A-Chain was
He's
there.
still in.
good
He's
compliment.
not getting crazy snap percentages like I thought he was.
No.
I mean, dude. It's
So I don't
just
know
like,
if much is gonna change.
when you have Waddle and Tyreek on the outside,
Could be right.
you can,
Yeah.
anyone in the
Here's the thing.
backfield is gonna have a good
When
opportunity.
the Dolphins play a bad team, the Dolphins fucking pop off.
Yeah.
The Dolphins' schedule is Vegas.
It's very hard.
The Jets. No.
It's very hard.
No. Vegas, the Jets.
Jets is hard.
Washington, Tennessee, the Jets,
Jets and then Dallas.
and then Dallas.
Ooh. I mean, they're
So if he makes it to the championship,
kind of the
we're fucked.
story.
If he
kind of
makes it to the playoffs, he's
kind of
in
the
trouble.
story of their season, right? They shit on bad teams, and then they just go and lose to good teams.
Yeah,
That's
it-
kind of
it
what
is the
Dolphins
story
have
of it.
been.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think the Dolphins will still shit on the Jets. If the
should.
other team's offense isn't
Yeah,
good,
they
the
will.
Dolphins go crazy.
They should.
I don't know if they'll like go crazy on offense, but they'll win the game. But
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting.
Another good team. I mean, Brad has a good team.
We like Brad's team.
We like the trade he made this week.
There's only one
so-
really bad team in the league.
Yeah, and it's Kevin's.
All right,
It's all on Bijan to me right now for him, so
I
we'll
agree.
see.
so we'll move up to team number 8.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Who do you think it is?
I bet it's Coleman.
It is Coleman.
I
You
knew
know what
it.
he's thankful for?
What is Coleman thankful
He
for?
says, "I'm thankful for when you need to shit and you only need 1 or 2 wipes to get clean."
Oh,
Saving time and toilet paper. hashtag save the trees. He's also thankful for reminders on rankings.
Yes, I think that can go for the whole league.
Just getting reminded.
the best is when you shit and you first wipe and you're like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, we're just good.
I'm just
Yeah,
that
we're
clean.
good. We're out. We're out. So that's what he's thankful for. It's the little things for Coleman.
All right, Coleman. So currently ranked 8, but
Coleman's been a very
7
hot
on the
topic
ratings.
on this
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
this
but-
pod.
I mean, he made the 2 big
Yeah.
trades this week.
all right. So he's got the MVP candidate in C.J. Stroud,
yep.
That's wild.
Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nico Collins, Ferguson, Ayuk, Walker. Deontay on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got enough bench to maintain. His
He's
starting
deep.
lineup
He's
is
got
so fucking deep.
Yep.
And Ferguson's been really good lately, hasn't he?
Amazing.
Wow, really
Literally
good.
one of the probably a top 3 tight end in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, as a tight end, last 3. As a tight end, if you're getting double digits, you're
You're
very
good.
happy. And last
Amazing.
3 weeks, he's done that.
Amazing.
I'm telling you, man. I think his team. He's scary if he makes the playoffs.
Amon-Ra's a-
Sorry.
Amon-Ra is scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's good. Coleman's team is really good.
I don't know what else to say.
I
honestly.
I
don't want to talk like. I just traded. I'm really scared about Ken Walker. Is the only thing.
I don't have much faith. in
losing
him.
snap shares. Not
Losing
good
snap shares in the schedule is just the scariest thing. But obviously, you made the move because of buys.
He still has Algier. He didn't give Brad Algier. A little sneaky.
stuff.
That is a little sneaky.
You know,
It's a little sneaky.
sneaky.
But Algier, screw him. Bro.
Yeah, but he also has done
Yeah.
annoyingly like decent.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. He could just put Deontay Johnson if Ken Walker. I mean, his team's deep as hell. He's not a 3-7 team, but
No, he's the second highest scoring team in the league.
If I were him, I like I said, I like
maybe score more, Coleman.
Median,
Maybe that's your issue.
median scoring.
He doesn't like it. I've already asked him about it.
Oh, he doesn't like median scoring. Really?
Even with I was like, have you changed on median scoring? He's like, no.
If people were to
And I'm
do it,
with that though.
people
I'm
would
with
be
that.
all
I'm not about it.
You're not?
I'm not.
I would go either way. I'm in 2 leagues with it.
I
If
agree.
I'm in leagues that without that are if
Yeah.
the league was about it, then I would do it.
I mean, if everyone wanted to do it, I wouldn't like. leave
There's
the
nothing
league or
better
anything,
than
but-
Yeah.
when you lose, but you score enough points to get a win when mean scoring. That's great. But when you win and you don't score enough to get enough mean scoring,
Then you're
that is
pissed.
such a bummer. You're
Then
like,
you're
I won
pissed.
this week and I'm not that excited about it.
Right. Yeah.
So I am kind of actually.
But
I
at
like
the
having
end,
leagues with that.
at the end of the day, I think like the whole sort of concept is like you want the best teams in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and that really is how you weed out. Like if you have a team that has 300 less points against,
Yeah.
and they make it or whatever.
And that's
So,
that's fair, So
But
I mean,
I-
we'll put it
what
up
I
to a
like-
vote, I'm sure, but I don't. I think there's.
It'll never
honestly, I don't think
It'll never
it'll
happen.
pass.
I don't think it
What
will.
I like is
I think there's
2
enough people-
points per matchup and 1 per median, which is
Interesting.
what I think we're talking about doing in the other league I'm doing median in. I like that. It
That's
makes it so
interesting.
it's somewhat worth something. You're
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
happy,
Yeah.
but you're really happy about winning your matchup.
right.
Yeah, I would want to emphasize the matchup because I think matchups.
I agree.
Matter,
The matchup is what matters.
and you
Right.
kind of play to the matchup, like you make trades based off of upcoming matchups
For
that you
sure.
have with someone. Like there is an art to it a little bit.
There it
so.
is. Yeah.
Um,
As much as fantasy's luck, there's a little bit of
yeah, I think it's like
skill involved.
It's 60-40.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
60.
60% skill,
I could
40% luck.
Yeah.
Really, I was at 80% luck.
I do think you can position yourself to.
If you're talking about getting a championship, it goes closer to that. But getting to the playoffs and having a team consistently good every year, like Mike every year is good. It's because, it's not just all coincidence.
Right.
And Zach, all the teams that are good are always good every year.
Right. That's fair.
But yeah, so Coleman's team. I mean,
A good team,
we've
a
talked
great-
about
a
it a lot.
fantastic-
It's not a
great team,
3-7 team. He's probably 6-4 team.
An unreal
But
team.
win out Coleman. We'll see what happens.
So we'll move on. So now we get to the rest of the teams moving forward
Yeah.
are all teams that can be either the 1 seed or out of the playoffs.
So we get a little interesting here. So we actually had a tie for. We'll call it 5th. We don't want to be 6th, right? So
Tied for 5th and 6th.
nope, we're tied for 5th. So one of those teams is me. So one thing I'm thankful for is Aaron Rodgers' ability to rehab his Achilles.
Oh, here we go.
What if he doesn't?
Here we
He's
go.
coming back. I believe. No, just modern medicine's a wonderful thing.
It is
That's what I'm
it's a
thankful
beautiful
for.
thing.
So, I feel really good about my team. I'll just say that. I think I'm in a better spot than I was
You were
yesterday
the
morning.
number 1 team for so long,
Mhm.
and then if you would have lost last week, that
I was worried. I
would have been
would
crazy.
have
Your
won
team-
5, then lost 5.
Yeah, you would have been.
God, that would have been insane.
Yeah, definitely sweating bullets.
You're 1-4 in your last 5 weeks,
Yeah, so a change needed to happen.
but your team
regardless.
is still so. This league's crazy. This league is actually crazy.
This league is.
It's that's what makes it fun.
I would
That's why
argue.
love it.
I would argue maybe waiver wire pickup of the year.
Kincaid.
Yeah.
Dude, I love him. I'm just worried about Knox a little bit, but I just watching Kincaid get all that volumes. There's nothing.
I
like it.
still think even when Knox comes back, he still gets enough volume to produce tight end 1 numbers. I really do.
That's the hope.
They
I'm gonna-
just,
Could
dude,
be
Gabe
number
Davis
one
sucks.
of the
He
year.
can't catch.
Yeah.
James Cook can't hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Like they gotta use.
Diggs and Kincaid. That's,
gotta
that's
use
my philosophy
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
You still have an incredible running back room. You have a really good quarterback in Burrow who has really produced lately. I mean, he's been
Mm-hmm.
fantastic
Been
lately. He's
amazing.
got 27, 22, 20. So
I mean, after the first 4 weeks, he's
It
been.
was crazy though.
Really?
Those
yeah,
times.
he had a 13, but then a 23. The first 4 weeks were absolutely.
And the craziest part, I was
Abysmal.
winning weeks.
Yeah, you were
That's
winning. You were
crazy.
winning those weeks.
And you were starting him?
Yeah, I started him every week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was. I might have pivoted 1 week, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Here's
starting.
who's pissing you off right now. Although he's not as bad as I thought.
The
Really.
volume again, though, man. Like
He's just.
I don't think
he's a
you
wide
can be
receiver
mad at him.
37.
Yeah, that's not good.
You can be mad about that.
That's
I'm
not
up.
great.
I'm up. He missed 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think better days ahead.
He only missed
but
1.
He bye in 2 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or 1 week.
Most
I
teams
mean,
have had their
really,
bye
the
this
only
year.
game you're mad about is Baltimore game, and if
God, it
you're
was
at
hard.
Baltimore, I mean,
Free
everyone that's
Harbaugh.
going in there right now is getting rolled over. So,
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just.
Free which
That's my
Harbaugh?
boy. He's
The-
talking about Jim.
Jim?
Yeah.
Jim.
Free-
I mean, say what you want about what's going on with Michigan right now. They're probably
They're
gonna win,
cheaters.
they're probably going to win a national championship.
No, they won't.
I think they are.
Come on now.
All right.
They're booty. They're booty.
You have great running backs. You have a great quarterback.
Yep.
You have what looks like a very good tight end.
Amazing tight end.
I don't know what amazing.
He's so
McBride's
good.
better, bro.
I mean,
Kincaid, look at that. Last 4 weeks, he's been
if
great.
you just watch him though,
You're right.
he is so good.
Yeah, he gets the volume.
He's so good, and Josh Allen trusts him too. So, yeah,
He's been good. Your flex is great.
Yep.
Honestly, we get to these teams, all of you guys are stacked. In my opinion, one team, the team I ranked first. I'm not sure where he ended
my
up.
team's not that good.
There's one team, in my
Team's
opinion,
good.
but out of all these 6 that actually has the players are like above the
Crazy.
rest. The rest, I think,
agree.
are all comparable.
I agree.
So we'll move on to the team that's tied with you.
So our team that is tied with us is actually this guy,
That guy.
Dolphin.
What are you thankful for, Dolphin?
Yeah, what are you thankful for? Yeah.
I'm taking mine. Mine's a little different. I'm thankful for the Steelers breaking records this year.
Yeah.
The record is
Point
a little weird record. They've been outgained in every single
Yeah, I
game
heard
this
that today.
year.
Wow.
And they're the only team to ever have a winning record with that
What's
statistical.
the record?
6-3.
They're
Damn,
6-3,
okay,
and they've
that's
been
fucking
outgained
crazy.
every single game. Not
Every
even
single-
like,
and
just
they
like,
have a negative
average.
point differential too,
Yeah,
which is
by a lot.
insane. Because they
How are
got
they
blown out.
winning?
They got 30 watt by the Texans. So
The Texans are good too.
they are the most. Also, I'm sorry, they're the most boring team to
Yeah,
watch.
Texans.
The most boring winning. No,
or the Steelers.
Steelers.
the most boring winning team to watch.
They're the most stressful team to watch.
I
Like
know.
watching-
every game
I
is
could
so
only
close.
imagine.
If they were a bad team, I'd be like, okay, they're just a bad team. But being a 6-3 team and watching them, you're like, this is not.
It's
this is a
crazy.
bad team.
Literally,
It is crazy.
Literally, I swear.
But you know they're doing it. So you got a Steeler in here. There's a
I
Najee.
do.
Good
I
old
do.
Najee.
How you feel about Najee?
You know,
Just
you know
lost
how I
starter
feel
role.
about Najee. I love Najee.
Had a really good week last week. But then, of course, one bid too.
Let's not sleep on his last 4 weeks.
He had an 8-pointer in there, and then
We still take those.
two of them are 14 pointers and 117. So as a
He's
player, it's
RB2.
fine.
He's RB2 though.
yeah.
So
He's actually an RB3. He's an RB29.
well, okay, that's all right. He's my RB2.
In all our hearts.
But in the last 4 weeks, he's an RB2 probably. He has been solid. He's got a touchdown in 3 of the last 4.
Right.
That's what you're wanting.
Yep.
And last week he was really good, 5 yards a carry.
Yep.
But he did just lose the starter role, whatever that means.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm not that worried about that just because of how much they split already. It's
Yeah.
like that.
I think the split stays the same. I think the difference is now Warren comes out to start the game.
first. Exactly.
Because Warren seems to be the last few weeks he's been out there more anyway. Like he's kind
Yes.
of been the main guy.
Dude, he is just so electric when he gets the ball. He's so fun to watch.
So the guy that you kind of had on your team when everyone was ranking you crazy low,
Yep.
and nobody was willing to believe it, that
Yeah.
Adam Thielen was a beast. He's been the guy who's been, except for the last 2 weeks.
I'm a
That's
little
wild.
I'm a little nervous on him.
Mhm.
I will say, like, did he hit a peak early in the season,
I mean-
and now, I mean, he's volume based.
Here's my
right?
thing.
He's
He
like
actually,
Dallas,
I haven't
so-
seen this in any wide receiver before. While he's been looking at this, he was 100% of snaps last week.
Yeah.
He didn't
Wow.
come out for a play. There wasn't even a play
Yeah.
where it was goal line without a wide receiver. He was 100%, which means in my mind that means that they want to use him. He had 10 targets
Well, they
again.
have to use him.
He's
they have
green
no
in
one.
targets every fucking week. They have no wide receivers.
They have no one.
Their best Mingo, who was supposed to be good, is not good. If you take him out, they don't have anybody else. They got like Shark, I think.
We
who's,
got a-
you know,
Jack Charks.
We got a Najee is trash in the chat. Do you
Is
want to
that,
address
is that Logan?
It's Coleman's.
That's Coleman.
But-
Q, come on, man.
Coleman's a bitch, so it's okay.
I mean, Q. I'll give Q a pass this week. He gets a shit on every player on my team
Dude,
because
that was
he
crazy.
took a
I
harsh loss,
still
a
can't
terrible loss. So
And then you got Brandon Cooks as well, which he's a superstar. Isn't that right, Coleman?
I just Cooks is probably just he's probably not going to start again for
Even
me.
after that week, he's still a receiver 52.
Dude, he was a complete dart throw.
I think he's a
and
bum.
I just got lucky.
What a
He
smile.
only
on
even
that
played
guy.
53% of snaps, but he got 10 targets,
None
9 of them were catches.
None of the starters played the fourth quarter, so let's just. He's been playing around 75.
skewed a little
I think it's
bit.
typically what he plays.
He went fucking off.
Here's the thing: you have Dak on your bench too, which is crazy. You
I
have
want
a-
to trade him, but at this point,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard
nobody's
to
gonna-
trade Dak.
Nobody's gonna trade him.
Wow,
so.
oh my god.
Dak's been unreal.
So I actually
Are you seeing his last 4 games?
yeah,
incredible.
I'm
he's
aware. I
been-
haven't been.
been unreal. So I actually did plan ahead for Jalen's bye. I picked up Dak weeks ago,
Mhm.
But then the Cooks play was just luck. I mean, that was just all.
His
luck.
lowest points in the last 4 games is 24.
He's been
Yeah, he's
insane.
been-
25. It's 24.
That's the thing. The Cowboys have been airing out the ball
They have.
nonstop.
That is nuts to me.
Dude, CD.
And look at this one.
CD's
77% of snaps.
The number one
Yeah,
receiver
the
the
last
3
4
weeks.
weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
2 of these weeks, he didn't even play the whole time. They took their starters out.
That's why I said, yeah.
I can't. That.
It's nuts.
Wow. Okay.
And that guy's on your bench.
I mean, he single-handedly won me.
But you
last
can't
week.
bench this guy.
I'm not.
No, you can't because
can't,
also amazing and yeah.
And that's your guy.
You
You
know
know,
he gets you
you just
rushing.
can't. But it's crazy to think. you
He's
have him on
offered
your
me
bench.
such a
But
consistent.
Prescott
floor.
plays Carolina,
I know.
Did
Well, that's
you
why
even
I'm
think
thinking
about it?
about playing Cooks. That's
And-
why I'm thinking about playing Cooks.
and
Yeah.
Hurts plays Kansas City, and Kansas City's defense has been really good.
I'm never gonna not start Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
can't
You
not.
can't not.
But it sucks.
I want to trade him.
You're gonna have so many weeks where Prescott's, or you're gonna have weeks where Prescott's.
Well,
better.
dude, somebody dropped him, and I'm like, in my opinion, I think he's a top 5 fantasy quarterback. You can say what you want about him in real life, but I feel like at the end of the year, he's always around that like top 8.
He's
top
solid
6.
because he does give you the rushing too,
and he
at
offers you
times.
some legs.
Yeah,
he offers
he
you some
does.
legs.
he,
So.
he doesn't. He
He
used
went
to.
touchdowns. Like
I think he's had 2 or
he's
3
had-
rushing
He's had
touchdowns.
2 rushing touchdowns. I don't
Right.
know how many are sneaky.
How many? I guess I was thinking
His
of
rushing
last
yards
year.
are actually like nothing. I mean,
Nothing,
he's
yeah.
he's less than probably more than.
They
half.
don't.
I don't
run
know
around.
why. Oh, it's because he
He-
snapped his ankle
He
running.
used, yeah. He used
That's
to,
why I'm thinking
exactly.
running.
When he snapped his
His leg
ankle,
was
he stopped
crooked.
running.
Yeah, I forgot. That's why I'm thinking he runs a lot.
Coleman's the one who dropped him, by the way.
He dropped.
Coleman
him.
dropped the Dak.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
said, yeah.
That hurts.
You also have McKinnon, so you were primed to win the championship.
What do you?
That's another stash. We'll just have to.
What do you
see.
feel you're missing on your team?
J.K. Dobbins, to be honest.
I get.
I mean,
that.
you think about what Gus Bus has done, and now the hype around Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah.
You
And
need
it's
Kelsey
like-
to actually come back to being Kelsey.
I need Kelsey to be good.
What is
That's
up with
why-
that? That is weird.
It's just games in which Taylor Swift doesn't attend.
Yeah, you need her to coach on- and she's on
Sucks.
tour, man.
I know.
You're screwed.
I mean, as a
know,
tight
dude.
end, that's still amazing what he's done. It's
He's
just
still
when
tied
it's
into
Kelsey,
it, right?
yeah, and he missed the game too. When it's Kelsey, though, you're like in your mind, he can't get to.
Sad.
He hasn't had a 2-touchdown game yet.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
gonna-
There's just some things
He's
that
gonna be great.
There's just some things that I'm looking for him. Look, I'm gonna need him down the stretch big time.
He's gonna
Like,
be great
no
too.
doubt.
You're fine.
So
So your team's solid. Let's move on to the next team in this lineup.
We have coming in. We have another tie,
Another time.
and I'm gonna put this guy below the other guy just because
I don't think we need to
Kevin's
mention that
getting
there was a
below,
tie.
And Kevin
Sad
is tied
Buckeye.
for third.
Is Michigan really America's team?
Who is the fantasy league?
Is a Swiftie.
I am. I'm a
me,
Swiftie. I don't know
am
who
for
this
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Who's sad
Very
Buckeye? Is that Logan?
No, sad Buckeye.
I can't imagine that's Logan with the sad Buckeye.
I love the
I'm a
Buckeyes.
Swiftie.
Well, I'm a big Buckeyes fan, so you know, I'm not a Swiftie though.
I am a Swiftie. My wife's a Swiftie. I'm kind of by default, but I liked her before my wife.
I liked her before, and then I start getting more bored.
Yeah.
I'm a
All right.
Swiftie forever.
Well, it's
Here we
not Taylor Swift.
So we got
Kevin?
Kevin at tied for third.
No, Kevin's.
He's fourth.
He's fourth.
Kevin is thankful for my trade I made yesterday, so now he doesn't have to worry about my team anymore.
What do you know? The thing that Kevin, the
funny.
thing that Kevin's thankful for is a personal attack on you.
That is
So he absolutely hates my trade, so which is okay. I understand.
truly.
I play him
He's a
this
hater.
week, so I'd like to
Beat
put a
him.
damper on his
Go
little
ahead and
mood.
beat him. What do you think of Kevin's team? You think it's pretty good?
I know you like it a lot.
I do like it a
I like
lot,
it.
even though I hate to say that.
I don't. I think his stack with Tyreek Hill is great, but Tua in general has been kind of okay.
Yeah.
They run the ball so much.
Tua's been average, really, for
Yeah,
fantasy.
I mean, he's had amazing weeks, but he's had a couple bad ones.
what
Tyreek
is he
Hill.
on the year?
Tyreek
QB
Hill. He's the QB 10.
10. Yeah.
They just had their bye.
Not bad.
CD
Tyreek
Lamb,
Hill, amazing. CeeDee Lamb has been really good last 3 games.
And
Really, really, like,
He's
amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
he's been unreal.
I don't
All
know.
green. You want to see green?
You want to see green?
That's what that is.
That's some of the most green I've ever seen. Actually.
Yeah, swear.
That's kind of a crazy amount of green. I didn't realize it was. Holy fuck!
Oh, dude.
His last 3 games have been.
They've been dummy.
Who is this sad Buckeye? Pick on Kevin is picking on Michael's dog.
Who is Sad Buckeye?
I don't know either.
Reveal yourself. All right. He's also got T.J. Warren, who might be
Jalen.
nice.
Jalen Warren, TJ Warren used
Not
to be a
TJ
Pacer,
Warren.
right? That's cool.
Wow, a long time ago.
That is funny.
Amari Cooper takes a step back.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
Cooper step back.
He
Warren, not that great.
Nah.
Cook, not that great. Jones, you can't ever beat. No, not that great. Jones actually.
How many games has he played?
What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
4 more. I need 4 more for my bet with him and ETN.
To what?
I get a jersey off him.
Nice.
ETN and Jones.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I don't get the people like you who really like his team. I think his team
here-
is built on Tyreek Hill.
I
And
think
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
He's
CD is a
amazing.
rock star. Sad Buckeye is a fake person. That's a bot.
Buckeye.
It's a bot.
I think Aaron Jones, honestly, I think he can right the ship and like give him like 10 or 11 a week. He's missing a superstar running back is what he is missing, and he can hit me up anytime.
Is our trade deadline this week or next week?
It's week 12.
Okay, so
So-
we're actually one later than most leagues.
Yeah, we're one way later, so we have.
I'm glad because I feel like the league I'm in where the trade deadline was this week, I felt like it was too early.
It is too early.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like,
But it's common.
especially in redraft, I feel like you want to push it back more to allow more trading and more.
I agree, yeah.
Because you're
We're
not
not- we're not
playing
trading
for,
draft
Yeah,
picks
we're not
anymore.
trading draft
Exactly.
picks. It's
It's
not
not
going to affect
dynasty.
next year. So
Right.
I honestly would like it to go to week 13, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if we did that, you'd have to eliminate the teams that you'd have to make some rule where you eliminate the teams.
once
that are,
you're
out of it.
eliminated, you probably can't trade. That would
Yeah.
probably be the
or that
rule.
are even like long shots. Like
I
'cause I
think-
could,
I
te-
think
I could
he-
technically make it right now.
Yeah, and I think you'd be okay if you.
But if
made
I
a
were
trade.
to make a trade and it
But
was
by week
super heavy
13,
for
you
somebody-
pretty much know who's going to make it and not, right?
For the most part. Yeah.
There's like the couple,
Yeah.
but that's where the trades come
Yeah.
in and make it interesting
You're right.
with the 1 week rental. Like, hey, I'm going all in.
But again, you'd have to make it so you can't. It's the teams that are
Out.
are most likely out. You have
Right.
to do
Like
it
you
a
have to be
weird-
training with Logan.
Honestly,
Coleman.
Yeah.
week 12 is probably pretty good.
It's good, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's fine, but
Yeah.
anyways, I
think it's a
just think
wide receiver heavy team with a decent tight end. Cooper is about
the
to make
Cooper
it.
hit's gonna
Also,
hurt.
they're
yeah.
not
It
even.
hurts.
Did you see they're starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson?
I know.
That's
gonna
gonna
hurt.
fucking kill.
Dude, he didn't they start him
Oh,
one game
by
and
the-
he was horrible?
This is what we're missing. Kyron Williams is on his bench.
Right.
That's who we're missing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
So once
And
Kyron
Keaton
comes
Mitchell.
back, and Keaton Mitchell, but once Kyron comes back, that fills that running back void. So now he can pick. Honestly, he's gonna have a tough decision between Jalen Warren, James Cook, and it. I honestly think Jalen Warren's the thing.
Warren.
Oh, he's a thing.
I think he's a thing.
Well, no matter what, it's gonna be between Warren and Cook is what's gonna happen.
Right. But that's gonna be a tough
Or
decision.
Cooper actually.
I don't know how you would feel good starting James Cook right now, honestly.
Yeah, I don't either. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
just don't.
He looks so good.
He
Like
looks
he's
so
talented,
good.
but he is not performing.
That's the thing. And then if you look at Jalen Warren,
one touchdown
like,
too. Oh, one receiving as well.
Jalen's fairly consistent.
he's missing Kyron.
Jalen's fairly consistent, but
And he's getting
I
better.
just
I think they're very
I'm not
similar.
on James
To,
Cook.
All right, we'll move on to the other team that.
so
Sorry, the
that
next
the person.
I
That's,
love Kevin's team. I'll say. I mean,
I don't.
CD, Tyreek, Mark Andrews,
yes.
right there can damn near win you a week.
Yes, for sure. I
And
like your strategy with the 3 people. You know, that's all you need to win.
I agree with that. I just think that a lot of these teams have
Three
players
guys.
players that do that, and I think he doesn't have the other players that boost him over the top.
Yeah.
He needs Kyron to continue being.
But any of these
Come on,
teams
guys.
can win the championship and win any week.
Yeah.
Any of these honestly, 9 of the teams in this league could win any week.
You won last week.
I don't have a single superstar. My
Really?
highest scoring week. I have been consistent last few weeks.
You got
My
a
highest scoring
superstar?
week is 118.
Who's your superstar?
I don't have one.
Achan.
Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. A-Chan.
All right,
I can't trade him. Nobody
coming in
wants
that's
A-Chan.
tied with Kevin at 3 is Jordan, and he is thankful for bad bitches with fat asses. So,
Hey,
and I think
amen.
we can all agree with that. So,
Bless up.
preaching. All right, so Jordan's team, he's another deep team.
He's
It's
got
interesting how many deep teams
A
we have.
wildly deep team.
Honestly.
Yeah, he's got that same deep team.
He's got Debo. I play him this week. I play Debo.
You played Jordan this week?
Yeah.
Jordan has
I
by
called you guys the game
far,
of the week. You can see that?
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
interesting.
He has
for
by
sure.
far the deepest team.
Yeah.
In-
Oh,
It's
it's
crazy.
insane.
and even every one of his bench players, except for maybe Miles Sanders, is like a beast.
Yep.
Who's better right now, Rashad White or Derrick Henry?
Shot White.
Isn't that crazy?
For fantasy?
Yeah.
You talking in real life?
Fantasy.
In real life, Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
but
shot by. Yeah.
it I mean,
Isn't
Rashad
that
White's
crazy,
been
though, that
great
he's a-
the last few
He's
weeks.
been
great.
so good, man.
What a pick.
Yeah.
Honestly, he came on late.
I
too.
mean,
Actually,
dude,
he had a
outside
bad
of
running
outside
week,
of
but he had that
McCaffrey,
big receiving touchdown.
outside of McCaffrey, is there any running back that you would have taken in the first like 3 rounds? Maybe ETN,
maybe Eckler,
maybe Eckler too.
but he got hurt. By
He missed
that's
like
the thing.
4 games.
If I didn't
I mean,
going,
ETN maybe, yeah,
yeah.
and maybe Brees is up there.
I mean, it's been an ugly year for running backs.
Isn't that crazy?
So
I mean, if we're taking the games they played, there's a few.
right.
Like
Hindsight,
maybe take
hindsight's
Jacobs.
crazy, but I mean, outside of McCaffrey, it's just
Yeah, it's
running
such a
backs.
gap. It's crazy.
I know.
It's hard to talk about this team. His one flaw, as crazy as it say, is Lamar Jackson.
That's hard to.
I don't think it's a flaw. I think
it's a huge problem. He has been really fucking bad.
He
Look,
has
a
been
33-point week. Other than that, every week is disappointing.
He's
There's
still
less
he's
17.
still rocking at QB5 though. That's
Right,
what's
because he
insane.
had a 30, because he can give you the boom week.
Yeah.
But like a 6-pointer, a 9-pointer, a 17, an 11, and 11, a 13.
It is
17,
wild. It is
And his
actually
last
wild.
3 have been actually like pretty bad, like 11, 11, and 13. You don't want that.
No, you don't.
Man, his
He
team's
keeps doing
crazy deep. He's got Kamara too,
He's got Kamara, yeah, on his bench.
Addison.
Hunt,
Gabe Davis. I mean,
That's crazy.
I
Taysom
think
Hill.
I think
Taysom
he's one of the deepest, if not the deepest team in the entire.
I
think
would
he's
say
the deep- I think he's
so.
the deepest
Yeah.
team.
He doesn't have the superstar running. Oh, I guess Kamara is. Would you
Kamara,
consider Kamara a superstar?
King Henry.
Yeah,
you
I would.
I still.
Actually, when we were talking about Kamara, would be one I would take.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point. I just feel like with Bondo is like, does he have 2 hard decisions to make every week? Like Addison on the bench.
If you're okay with doing the decisions, then that's
then
fine.
that,
You're
that's
happy.
hate
never
it.
an issue.
I hate doing
absolutely
it,
hate it.
Yeah.
But
I
if
hate
you're
it
okay
too.
with doing it, I mean,
I just want to roll up my squad and call it good.
Same.
if I'm Jordan, I would trade, probably to my detriment, but I would trade
Yeah.
and build a stronger team, which he could do, but he doesn't.
It is
really do
crazy
that.
because this is a team I would trade nonstop with.
Jordan does
Oh,
not
God,
trade
yeah.
much.
I would have the depth, and I would be trying to trade and get higher guys, and then they'd flame out.
Like, Calvin Ridley's been a disappointment for him.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, it really.
So did he make any trades, or has his team?
He's made a
most part-
couple.
He's made a couple.
more than he's ever done.
Yeah, I think
actually.
he's made 3.
It's not bad.
For Jordan, that's
That is a lot for
insane
Jordan.
amount.
Yeah.
I think he did one for like Amari Cooper and Debo or something like that for.
Did he draft
Mike
Addison?
Evans.
Did he draft Addison?
No, I did.
You drafted Addison.
Yeah, I'm a freaking idiot.
Damn.
I'll trade him. Trade him to Kevin for Godwin.
All right,
That's not bad though.
so
Yeah.
now we get the top 2 teams.
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
Jordan, love your team, man.
Yeah,
We got-
honestly, it's tough to talk about this team, but it's literally just solid everywhere.
Yep.
And then he has
I mean, Keenan Allen, man.
Keenan Allen. Yeah, that's the guy.
Sheesh.
Keenan Allen is the superstar wide
It's
receiver.
above
that puts
solid
him-
everywhere. It's so good. It's a tough team. You're right. The one thing he is missing is the super.
He doesn't have like the Keenan
doesn't
Allen
have-
would be his superstar, but I disagree with the Henry. I think Henry is just. I mean,
He doesn't have CMC. Doesn't have Tyreek.
he doesn't
Hill.
have old Henry. He has still a guy that's going to get him like probably 12
Yeah.
or 13 a week.
Yep.
He doesn't have
So I-
CMC, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Right.
He
Austin
traded St.
Eckler.
Brown. That's who he
He
traded.
traded Amonra. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
For Mike Evans and someone else.
I remember, and
For
it
sure.
still ended up being a solid trade.
Yeah, it was
You got
a good
Evans
trade.
and some.
Yeah.
Actually,
Evans has
click on
been
it.
good since he
Yeah.
traded.
The trade was
Ty J.
Cooper and Evans. So, and I mean, Cooper has been good, and he traded Cooper later.
He
I
traded-
would argue you'd still rather have St. Brown right now.
Yeah.
Over Evans and Cooper at the time, because he traded Cooper.
I
remember
don't know.
that?
Oh, we're looking at it now, though.
But looking at it now, okay, now
Especially with his team.
But what, it depends on what he
Right.
traded
You
Cooper
had
for.
a-
I would rather
Amon-Ra in
have Amon Ra.
Depends on what he traded Cooper for, because Evans has been fucking ridiculously good.
Yeah, but what did he trade Cooper for?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't. It's not.
Click on Rashad White or something. See.
I can just. Who's got Cooper?
It had to
now?
be
Kevin?
Debo.
I can tell you. What,
I know
Oh,
Debo
it was Debo.
Cooper was.
Debo and Addison. Yep.
He got Debo and Addison. So
Gave up who? Cooper and who?
He get Pickens.
He won that one.
Yeah.
So he churned that into Pickens, Debo and Addison.
Wow, he destroyed that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Pickens, I mean, Pickens is
Well,
just
Debo's
like,
been hurt, I guess, but
Pickens is a big play, or he's gonna give you almost nothing. That's what's
Yeah.
frustrating about him.
Debo and
All right, we'll move on to team 2.
sorry,
Yep.
yeah. Number
It's
2,
between Zach and Robin.
Robin.
Robin's the technical 1 seed because he's got the highest He's the only one who's actually above all these 6 and 4 teams right now.
7-3. Yep.
Or Zach, who's the 5th seed technically on here.
That's insane.
I can't believe you have more points than Zach. Zach's team is
Get rolled, Zach.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Keep losing, Zach. Hope you.
I can't believe 3 of these teams have more points than this team. I guess his team is built for later though.
It is. Yeah, that's what we were talking
So coming in at number 2 is gonna be Robin,
It's not.
and he is thankful for
Zach.
SureFire Fantasy.
about. Yes, sir. Same.
And we're thankful for you, man.
It is. It's a fun league.
The hell of
I
a
love
league.
this league.
Yeah.
But I mean, his team. He's lucky he played me last week because I scored 80 points and he scored like 85 or something
That's
crazy.
what, dude. His team can randomly. I guess it kind of rolls as Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs
Yeah.
roll, and they obviously did nothing.
They did nothing
this week. So
Yeah, and then he has ETN and Brees Hall,
amazing,
which
so good.
ETN,
His
Fantasy.
points for aren't very high.
no.
Robin.
Yeah.
Let me see.
His team.
Let me see.
Their record is what makes me have to rank him up there, but I'm not. No problem.
I look at his team.
Not to be
though.
mean, I don't like his team. I don't think.
I
He's
don't,
very
I don't
good.
think you're a Waddle guy, a Brees Hall guy, or an ETN guy. Is kind of what it is.
I do like ETN. I like.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like Brees Hall?
The Jets? I don't like the Jets.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Idris Hall has not been very.
That's
good.
the thing. So his team is on the down tick at the moment.
Yeah.
Waddle
I-
very much has not been good.
No.
I don't know why. I just fucking love Waddle.
I love.
You
him too.
just do.
I,
You know what?
I have
you
these
know what it
players
is?
I just love.
You know what it is?
What?
I don't know why the reason is, and I bet you don't either. But you love a really good wide receiver twos.
I do.
You love Devontae
Devonta
Smith.
Smith, T.
You
Higgins.
love T. Higgins, and you
Yeah.
love Jalen Waddle.
I
That's
do.
hilarious.
You love good
I
wide
do.
receiver twos. I
Those
don't
are
know
the
why.
most frustrating players in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Those
They're,
three guys.
and those are
I
guys
think-
I always don't like having. I
Because
hate having.
I think it's because I feel like I can get the discount
Right.
wide receiver one.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So
But
something
just go
that's,
get wide receiver one.
something that's been a nice surprise.
Javonte
for,
Williams.
Javonte
Can
Williams.
you click
looking
the
good.
trade he made with Kevin
He's
again?
looking
Remember
really
we
good.
said he got raped on it pretty much?
Is it this one with
Yeah.
Javonte Williams?
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill and Javonte Williams for Jonathan Taylor
No,
and
it's
Jamar
the one
Chase.
above it.
Oof.
Javonte Williams, Romeo Dobbs, Michael Pittman for Gus Edwards, CeeDee Lamb.
Ooh, he
Braylon
had
Burks.
CD in it though. That's an interesting trade though because Pittman and Javante have been really good, but
I
CD
agree.
Lamb's been a super.
So has
super-
Gus Edwards.
That's
Although he
true.
dropped him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I picked
That
him up on
is
waivers.
That's hilarious.
That's a closer trade now. Man, I remember that. I was fucking. I almost
At the
had
time,
CD.
it was the Robin destroyed that.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the time, I thought Robin lost it.
Oh, at the time I thought, wait, really? Did we think that?
I
don't think
so.
this was a big deal trade.
I thought it was. But
I
maybe I'm
definitely
remembering
thought
wrong.
that the team who got Pittman, Williams, and Dobbs won that trade.
I don't
Really?
think
Over
so.
This team-
CD
This team had CD, but at the time we were not. At the time, CD was looking bad.
was not looking that good. Yeah, that's fair.
See, I think it's actually closer now than what it was when it happened.
It's like really.
I think
close
it's
now.
what was
honestly
even trade.
it's still 3 really viable players, but one. Well, actually, one GOAT and one that's been also a viable.
One you
player.
didn't really expect, and he is paid off as like a solid RB2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Javante has been.
Here's a
He's been
crazy
good.
one: Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor.
That's a wild one.
That's Kevin and
Zach.
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 Interesting.
JT and Chase, Tyreek Hill and J-
I know it's a long time ago, but wow, that's a
That's
trade.
wild. That's because Zach.
What a
had lost.
trade.
Zach had
Zach
Tyreek.
lost.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. But what a trade for Zach.
Yeah, Zach got Taylor and Chase. Ooh, but that's just a crazy trade. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always want to go back. Like
I think I was.
He's got the
Where
fun
was I at on
stack,
that?
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but it's that stack's been not as good as it.
Well,
just last week.
this was last week. Yeah, I think other than that, I think it's just a one-off. But you guys aren't very high on his team.
I had
No,
Robin
I'm
at 4. I had Robin at 4.
I'm high on his team. I had him around there too, but I don't think his players are as good as yours, Zach's, or Jordan's, in my opinion. I think those 3 teams have better players, and even I think his team looks so similar to Kevin's to me.
I think
It is.
I don't think it is. I think ETN's a solid RB1. I think Brees Hall's high-end RB2.
I think it's better than Kevin's
wide receiver 1. I think it is better than Kevin's.
because he got-
Waddle,
especially with the quarterback.
high-end wide receiver 2. I think Jerome Ford takes an uptick as well with what's his
Colton
name?
Watson
again?
out.
Yeah.
Watson out.
And I think Javante Williams is a legit RB2. And then surprisingly, Pittman's a wide receiver, solid wide receiver too.
Colts on.
Is he a
Colts
2?
on bye. That's what.
Where is Pittman? Oh, is he gotta be wide receiver 1? Oh, he's
He's
so close.
Pretty damn close. Yeah,
He's
pretty-
Look at the green. There's a lot of green though.
There
That's
it
the
is.
thing, man. With
You like that
Minshew,
green.
he's a thing with Minshew, and,
And
it's
also,
been working out.
He's not really having bad weeks.
Minshew low-key maybe saved his season.
Ever since
It-
yeah,
for sure.
Minshew
yeah,
came
for
back in
sure.
week 6. Since then, he has not had a single-digit week.
Wow.
Yeah, Pittman's been great.
I
He
think
has been good.
I just think he has names that aren't legit superstars other than Diggs, like
But
in
they're
people's
producing.
eyes,
But
but
they're producing.
in fantasy, I feel like they are.
Yeah.
But it's just not the name value you're used to, like a Jefferson, Chase, and Cup, like we're about to
I
talk
feel, I
about.
feel like it's a, I feel like
yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's a volatile team.
It is. He definitely has.
It's
his
volatile.
highs and
It's
lows.
definitely on it's on a downtick right now, but I still
And
think it's very solid.
I think
like,
something
it's
that
a top
sways.
tier.
I think
for
something
sure.
that sways me and maybe other people who are doing rankings is the fact that he is the highest record, but he's got less points than
And
all
that's
the other
fair.
teams.
That
down.
is very
Right,
fair.
Yeah.
He's got more than you, but your team has like players that people are obviously happy about.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Like you got names that everyone is confident in.
And I ranked him. I didn't rank him first either because I just feel like, and I ranked Zach.
The
first.
rankings were-
I gotta rank
also
Zach
ranked
first
Zach.
just
I
because
ranked
of
Zach first as
his
well.
Yeah.
his potential, and
The
he's only a
rankings were
game
crazy
out.
though.
Yeah,
the
they were
amount of
all over the
difference.
place.
I've never seen so much difference.
I was
in the
surprised how different they were. It was very all over the place this week. So it just shows how close this league is right now. But
rankings. I honestly, I'm excited just to watch it since I'm not really participating in the playoffs.
You
It's
got
so
your
good.
win last year.
Yeah, you got- it's
get
nice to-
chill.
I have a champion.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you get to
nice.
chill.
You just have a championship.
Yeah, you get to just chill for a week.
I
every
got one.
year.
We need to put my name on the back of this thing.
We do.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
need,
Oh,
we
that's
need
cool.
another trophy.
That's
We need
sick.
it.
For how much we fucking do fantasy football, like we need to.
yeah,
like
what is up with
Right.
our shitty trophy? It's like
It is shitty. Look at this thing. It looks like it's the Lombard.
Hey, you still. I mean, come
I guess
on,
we
still
need
pretty
get
good.
rings. That's enough.
yeah, I
That's
feel
enough.
like
That's enough.
my ring's over there. I keep it on the.
Oh,
above
Jordan
my
won.
bed.
Jordan won the COVID year. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that don't
That's
count.
a
That
Mickey
don't
Mouse
count.
ring.
Actually, no, that was technically the 2019 year. The COVID year was Robin, wasn't it? Wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the Mickey Mouse ring.
yeah.
But you know Jordan's is because Jordan or somebody didn't have a ring and they gave him the B-Dubs ring. Oh, no, it was Logan. They gave him the B-Dubs gave us
Oh,
a free
because
ring.
it was
so
right
Logan
before.
took
It was right. Before.
That's fun.
It's tough though, because like half the league wasn't in it, you know. So
Yeah,
like,
it was
not.
it was
SureFire.
different back in the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
It wasn't the inaugural
Number one.
season though.
Number one.
Kinda.
In number 1 is 6-4. It's Zach. But in my opinion, and I think Zach gets this every year. He's got a team that does this most years at least. This team, player-wise, it just blows my
Off the
mind.
chart, yeah.
It is wild.
It is crazy. He's got the most consistent, reliable quarterback. He had one flu game where he got 5. He doesn't ever do that. He had the flu. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
He's got Swift, who's super panning out. Even his bad games are good enough for you.
Yeah.
Madison looks like he might be better without Akers, and if not, he got that Ty Chandler, so he's got that backup problem.
Yeah.
But he's only playing because Jonathan Taylor's on bye right now.
Right.
So then you got
That's fun.
Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson,
I blame Kevin.
Drake London.
Drake London. Yeah.
Drake London.
Hit to Drake London. What was that
Come on,
trade? How did he
you
get
can't-
him?
Oh, no,
Can't
yeah.
like him.
I thought he'd been better.
Can you see his trade?
Swift. Or who's
You got Justin Jefferson.
Oh, this is the trade I was mad because this. Okay, I remember because I was gonna give him DK.
Justin Jefferson and who?
Justin Jefferson and Drake London for Javonte Smith.
But this is when
Oh right, Justin was hurt.
Justin
this is,
just got hurt.
He had just got hurt, and honestly, it seemed like he wasn't gonna play again this year.
That's right.
That was
That's
it.
what
Was
it
a
was,
weird
yeah.
opinion for some of you guys.
But it really
He was
seemed that way.
definitely gonna play again. It was a hamstring injury. He was never not.
Yeah,
gonna
he's
play.
been out like 6 weeks or something.
4.
I think it's coming up on. It's at least
No,
5.
it's 4. He can come back.
There was some question
Or no,
though.
it's-
I
it's
do
five.
remember though when it happened because it was like, oh my god, if the Vikings are 2-8 by the time he gets
I
back.
know everyone said that,
Like-
but teams when they're doing bad, they don't rest their starters for just because I'm not going to play him because we want to do bad. Because technically, if you do that, you become under suspicion of tanking, and it's illegal. You can't do that.
I'm actually very big believer in Devontae Smith though. Right now, I think he's gonna be
big
Great.
second
Over
I
Justin
figure.
Jefferson
Honestly, it could happen because
with how good the line the Vikings
I
did.
mean, with Dobbs, it's just an uncertainty. I have to see it. Obviously, I'd rather have Jefferson right now.
You have to see what? What do you?
I don't want to
you're-
get crazy.
So I should start Fields? You're telling me the reason I should be starting Dobbs because we've seen it.
That's actually what I'm saying. I haven't seen it with Jefferson and Dobbs.
Oh, so you're saying that? Okay, so you're saying that Dobbs has been a beast, but you don't know if he'll be good with Jefferson.
It seems like he goes to Hawkinson a lot.
He goes to Hawkinson.
But I'm not saying like don't start Jefferson. It's gonna be interesting to see the Smith and Jefferson comparison down the line.
Yeah.
I'm actually very interested to see how that turns out.
It's totally fair. And I mean, the more like we're looking at Zach's team right now, and he is starting 3 Vikings. We were just talking about Logan's team.
Oh wow, he is.
We were just talking about Logan's team, how he's starting 3 Lions.
Mhm.
You'd rather start 3 Lions than 3 Vikings, I would say.
The slightly better thing about Zach's
Pass catchers.
is it's 3 different positions.
This is true.
And like you said, tight end is
Yeah.
kind of an anomaly
They don't really
because you're not trying to get a crazy amount. But you are right, I agree. But Madison or Ty Chandler are not his starter.
It's gonna be JT. That's fair. Yeah,
So he's a plug and play right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a team that's
I
probably
obviously-
the favorite at the moment.
I obviously ranked his team 1
Mhm.
and think it's insane on paper. But what I said earlier was like, did he trade for Justin Jefferson too early before he was already in the playoffs? And now could he miss out on it while he's
Boy,
getting
it
back?
would be wild if he
Exactly.
missed.
Oh, it'd be
It'd be
insane.
crazy.
It'd be absolutely insane. I'm just
But I
saying,
mean,
it's a
we're all in
possibility.
that. There,
He
we
plays
are-
Coleman this week.
Come on, Coleman. I'm
Zach
pulling for
projected
it.
a
Hey,
lot.
you do not want to play Coleman's
Zach's
team.
projected
Swear
115
to God.
points.
How much is Coleman?
109, which is like the second highest. They're the 2 highest projected. Oh no, wait, no. Kevin's projected 112, but 3rd highest.
Kevin's team booty.
I'm just saying, you don't want to be playing Coleman right now.
The other thing,
Yeah.
so Zach, this is what Zach does every single year. He trades early for the guys, but he does it because he's getting them at such a lower value.
Yeah.
Right.
It's honestly, I don't know why I can't do it because I always tell myself to do what he does to get these guys.
Yeah.
But he just
It's because
it's
it
hard to
is
give up the players
bold.
you're giving
It's
up.
bold.
It's bold because like
And it has not. There's proof. He had a year where he won.
yeah,
like 2
where it
games.
didn't work out
Yeah.
for him.
So
Because
there's
it-
proof it can screw you.
Because so he's traded for JT. That was risky.
hmm
Was that before he got back? Or
Yeah.
He did
Before he
it
got
that
back.
Chase trade or
Yeah.
the Hill trade, right?
Traded away
The
Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he traded for Justin Jefferson like right after he got hurt.
Yeah.
Those are both risky.
Risky
moves.
move.
Well, I remember the year that he had a really bad year. He traded for Odell Beckham when he was on the Browns, and he never actually came back. But he traded a lot for Odell. Like, he just always does this.
Yeah.
But he's usually got a good eye for it.
Because they
He
got-
usually has a good eye, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, the thing that you need when you do that is to win the games in between. And Zach did win quite a few games where his team.
I
should've
remember
won.
in the beginning of the year his team wasn't good, and he compiled some wins that he probably shouldn't have, and it
Right.
set him up for this.
Gave himself a little.
That's the
cushion.
key
Yeah.
is getting those wins.
You
when
gotta
your team
win
is not
early.
good.
Winning early is always the key.
I think I was 0-3 and then
Keep
1-4 in this league. I think.
Really?
I'm pretty
Shit.
sure. I could be wrong. Maybe 1.
You were like 1 and. You
Could've
were
been 1
4, were you?
Nah.
0 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay. So,
I
yeah.
beat Robin, right? I beat
Yeah,
Robin.
1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3.
Yeah. Did I? And then I won. Then I started winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1-3. Yeah.
It happens.
I mean, honestly, but obviously we all think he's the favorite. Well, I guess not everyone. He
We
wasn't
don't know.
ranked first. Yeah. across
You
the
got a
board.
first vote. Robin got a couple.
Yeah, let me
I
see
think
what it
Jordan
was.
got one.
So who got first votes was Robin, Zach, Jordan, and Dalt.
I
So those
cannot
were
believe
the
I
four.
got one. I got a pity vote from Q. That's what.
No,
it
it wasn't because I.
was.
Not to be mean, but I texted him. I was like, "You're putting Dalt first? Are you serious?" And he said he's the best team right now. So he was very
That's
legit about it.
hilarious.
So.
That's hilarious.
Everyone's got their opinion.
You put Dalton at 1.
I did, yeah.
All right,
I
so
respect it.
I think that wraps up rankings. Oh, Zach said he was thankful for being in Monaco right now.
Yeah.
He
I
got to
bet.
drive on the Grand Prix
Yeah,
track.
he did.
Yeah.
He did
Yep.
in an F1 car.
No,
Oh.
because it's a regular street, so you got to drive on it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
But let's
That'd be
go.
really cool if he drove on it.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my god, it'd be insane.
Yeah.
So that wraps up rankings. So let's go ahead and go into next week's matchups, and we'll get out of here.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna take a piss. Real
yeah,
quick.
go for it.
We'll get through these pretty quick.
Yeah, we will.
We
So
just got to get through the what we've picked and everything too. Everyone's got their picks in. Mike, you took yours out, right?
I did because I don't even remember what I put down. I always do
Good.
these on the
Yeah,
fly.
he was trying to do it not on the fly. I was not about that. All right. We will
Who's
start.
first matchup?
We'll just start with mine then.
All right.
So the projection he's gonna beat me, but it's gonna. I'm projecting more than that. A Chain is still projected.
It's you
0.
and Kevin.
Yeah, me and Kevin.
Who you got?
I got me. Did anybody? Or not me. I got Kevin. Did anybody pick me?
Yeah, so I do want to say this. So Kevin is 100% favored right now,
Okay, I take me then.
except for Will at the moment. Let me look at the matchup. I haven't even looked at it. Let's see. Where you at? Dobbs, good start. Dobbs outscores Tua. Pacheco outscores Jones.
That's Tua's game's gonna be in the ring.
Gus Edwards outscores James Cook. Christian Kirk outscores Tyreek Hill.
No glory now towards CeeDee Lamb.
You know what? I actually think you have an actual shot here because I'm very curious about Achan. And then Tank Dell's been coming alive. I'm going to do the upset with you winning. I actually do. I believe in you.
Come on.
I believe in you. I really think you have a chance, honestly. Like Christian Kirk.
Everyone's got a chance. Well, adult.
I'm very excited about Amari
I want to go
Cooper.
back to Kevin now.
Matchups.
Yeah, so we're on Will and Kevin right now.
Mike picked me.
I picked Will.
I picked.
Yeah.
I actually.
No, don't look at that. You're doing guts. You're not doing your text. You're doing guts. Look at the teams.
All right.
All right, here's the teams. Yeah, we're not doing. You're doing guts.
So who'd
You're
you
on the
pick?
pod. You do
Who'd you
gut.
pick?
All right. That's fair.
I'm taking Kevin now.
You're taking Kevin? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm taking Kevin.
I think you 2 in a row, man. Nice.
So wait, what are you actually projected, Will?
Well, that A Chain's projected 0 right now, so I'll be projected like 95.
95.
Pretty low.
It won't be 95. I don't think HM will get 13. I bet it'll be like 8.
He's projected like 12 in ESPN.
I know, but Sleeper's weird.
I think they'll project him that. I think they'll project him like
Only
that.
7 projection from McBride.
He's projected in the
That's
10s and 11s and those are better teams in the future. I think he'll be projected about that.
Maybe.
I'll be
Why the
projected
fuck
about
haven't
94.
they done it for this week? If they've done
They
it for
did, and they took it off. They had him projected at 11, and they took it off. I don't know why.
I thought he was projected like 13. That could have been ESPN standard.
ESPN's got
scoring,
him at like 13.
Yeah. All right. I've got to go, Kevin.
There you
Kevin,
go.
all right.
Yeah.
Mike, you're the lone wolf.
I went with Will, I believe.
Nice.
And partly because I just hate Kevin right now.
Matchup number 2 is God Let Me Win versus Boom or Bust. This is a huge game for
This
Logan.
is a huge
He
game.
wins this
And
one.
Brad,
He's
yeah.
still in this thing.
It's a big game for Brad, too.
It
It's a
is.
huge game for both of these guys. Actually, yeah, you're right. It might even be bigger for Brad because Logan's further shot right now to get in.
Yeah, Brad loses this one.
So wait, on the pod, so we pick winners, and we're just do it just for shits and giggles.
No, he puts him in the.
No, we have
You-
a percentage.
you
so
keep
like,
track of it?
So right now, here's like all time.
Oh no,
So we were doing it for a little bit, but here's with everyone
nice.
at the moment. So we'll kind of update it like at the end of the year, but we're kind of
Yeah,
like
that's
we
cool.
need to do like a prize next year.
Yeah, that's
for
cool.
it. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that was actually Robin's idea to
An
do
extra
that.
$1 of fab next
Yep,
year.
there you
Nice.
go, extra $1.
Nice.
Might as well. Fuck it.
Like, what's 101 going
God,
Oh, you have a
Logan's
huge
team is-
advantage.
Logan's team is so fucking good.
What
man.
do you think about giving out fab? It's not a bad idea. I
Giving
guess.
up fab? What do
Like
you
for
mean?
like random stuff. Will suggested the other week, and I thought it was crazy, but I honestly don't think it's that.
I
crazy
just
anymore.
suggested we were doing that trivia thing early, and the chat could participate in it, and the chat got to choose, and whoever won it would get like $1 of fab, which in my opinion doesn't do anything, but you
No.
feel good when you
But
have
it's
an extra
cool.
$1.
I mean, no, I don't.
But I do feel like this league would be just like, no!
I think-
Especially Kevin, no! Whole $1!
I think it'd be cool with the record, like of who predicted the most on the week.
Who got it right the
Yeah,
most.
they get $1.
That'd be
That'd be
cool.
fun.
That'd be cool. So
Yeah,
maybe we do that next year.
Yeah, it's a good
That was
idea.
a suggestion.
All right, so in this matchup,
Logan versus Brad. Bijan on a bye is a big issue for Brad
Yeah,
right
it
now.
really is.
Mostert, why is he questionable?
I'm
Ankle
interested
and
to
knee
see if
issue?
this is Brad's
It's
final.
a bye week.
If this is
It's
the
a-
team that Brad fields out there.
No,
I
it's
don't-
not. No, they're back.
I
They're
think he's
playing.
gonna. I think he's gonna.
They
change
played
it.
this week.
I know. I think it's the rest day.
Ankle and knee?
He always has something.
Yeah, he always
going
something
on.
on
He
Wednesday.
always straps it up on Sunday.
You're right. Probably right.
I'm gonna go Logan because I gotta believe at some point his luck turns around. Just for
I
that
as well have
simple reason.
I feel like that as well.
I think it's. I think you said mine and Jordan's match of the week. I think this might be match
This
of
could
the
be.
week,
This one
honestly.
could
I
be.
think
All
this
right.
one's very interesting because Saquon takes a down tick to me.
Yeah.
In general.
Brad has Dallas' defense playing Carolina.
God, that is incredible.
Brad he's had Dallas defense win him a few games just outright.
Isn't that
And versus
crazy?
Carolina, I just
I'm going Brad here.
I think it's a really good matchup.
It's gonna be super close. I don't think Brad's gonna play Henderson or Boyd. I don't know why.
it comes down to that.
I don't know why
Detroit
he's got
matchup.
them in there.
That Detroit matchup's huge.
They're trash. Played Lockett and
Boyd is in there because Higgins is not going to play.
I know, but Boyd is.
Every time Higgins doesn't play, Boyd's a great. Look what Boyd did last week without Higgins.
But didn't he end up losing in the game?
I don't know, but
I think he
look,
dropped a
Higgins.
touchdown or
Boyd's been a beast.
I didn't know he went to Pitt. That's cool. I
Anyway,
like that they put the college up
I'm
there.
going to take Brad specifically because of the defense.
I'm taking Logan.
Okay.
Logan's the favorite this week out of everyone.
2
So.
point. Or yeah, okay.
Oh, and
In
everyone's
terms of
projections,
everyone that
but he's the
projects.
favorite in that too.
Yeah.
But Brad wins
That'll be
this
such a
week.
good one.
Honestly, he's set up for the future with Bijan coming back, and he'll be ready. So
He
this
is.
is Brad's biggest week of the season.
I agree.
All right, it's Jordan and Mike. They're all such good matchups right now.
Yeah,
Well,
they are
a lot
really
of them
good.
are, other than mine.
I called this one the game of the week, so
I might,
this one's insane.
I might call this the game of the week too. This is crazy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go me because why not?
Got to.
Yeah,
Have to.
I really am excited
How
about
was
Garrett.
Sutton only projected 7? I mean, he's probably not gotten 7 this entire year.
Yeah, he's had one bad week.
That's crazy.
He's so mid,
7.
bro.
He is, but touchdowns, boy.
But dude, if these
It's touchdown. I mean, look at the touchdown. He's had 2 games this year without one.
Yeah, he's the wide receiver 24 right
That
now.
is crazy.
But dude, if they're
He's
looking
he's
for him,
People don't talk about him enough.
2 games without a touchdown.
he's underrated for
He's
sure.
very underrated.
Overrated. Well, nah, he's even. 2 games in this season without a touchdown. He's a wide receiver 24.
That's nuts.
That is blowing my mind. He doesn't get a touchdown, you're fucked. Because he doesn't even have a 20-point game. He's got a touchdown almost every game of the season without a 20-point game.
He's the go-to guy. He had 11 targets last week
I
and
know.
fumbled it twice almost.
Yeah, I know, dude.
God.
Holy.
I don't know. He also fumbled twice in a game before. He's a fumbler.
Hey, and a touchdown
This
score.
game is crazy. You guys,
We got a good matchup.
insane.
Defense-wise, wow. Ooh. You know, I'm sticking with my trend, picking the team that's got a better defense. Your defense is playing the Giants, who I think might be the worst
God,
offense in the
that's crazy.
history
Your
of
defense
football.
rated 12.
So
man.
That's crazy.
yeah, I've never seen that. I'm taking Mike because of the defense.
I
Go
honestly,
Washington.
I honestly think this could be like come down to tomorrow's game and which,
Graphics?
Which
It's gonna be
quarterback-
interesting. Yeah,
which
Lamar versus
quarterback-
Burrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
gotta
man.
Go,
Graphics, we've been working hard on.
I've got to go Bondo, Mike.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Bondo.
I'm sorry.
Let's see here. Let me get you.
His team, man. His team is just
I hit
stacked.
the wrong one.
Nice.
No,
Kelly.
it's
I
a
didn't know you
very
If
were-
close
Ridley starts
matchup.
doing anything, I want that.
That's the thing. It's that's the factor is Ridley.
He's
If
got
he
the
comes
names,
through.
he's got the stars, but it's like, will they do it?
Who'd you take?
He took
Bondo.
Jordan.
Hey, who'd you take?
Myself.
How's this boy?
So what's our next one? We have
Zach versus Coleman.
Okay.
When in Rome.
Ah,
He needs to
dude.
change his team
This is
to win in Rome.
hilarious.
This is a really good matchup as well,
It
honestly. Coleman's
It
team
sucks that
is
Coleman plays
so
him right now.
scary.
Because Zach might be finally hitting his full power.
Honestly, I think it sucks more for Zach with the trade
Oh yeah.
because he gets to play
Zach
Eckler.
is at
Pollard.
full power.
And Ken Walker now.
And Zach's defense plays Chicago.
He's not
and
at full
Coleman's
power, though.
plays Cincinnati.
He's not at full power. He doesn't have JT in.
You're right. Okay, you're
Right.
right. You're right.
I actually think it's a great week for Coleman to play him.
And
So
CJ
wait,
Stroud plays
Is
Arizona.
Jefferson
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah,
Oh, he is gonna
he's
play.
supposed to. Oops. He almost played last week.
Zach has to start Rice
So
and
I
Madison
think
right
he's gonna
now.
play. I mean, if they're projecting him to score, he's gonna play.
Madison's not even gonna play.
Yeah, so he'll probably start Chandler.
Yeah, right.
But that's my thing. This is the time to get it.
Ooh,
And
I would
think-
love. Ooh, man, I wish I would love for Coleman to win, but I need him to lose.
I know, isn't that wild?
It'd be awesome if Zach was actually gonna struggle to make the playoffs.
I
would love to
know,
see that.
dude. It'd be nuts.
But I
It'd
need
be
Coleman to
crazy.
lose. So.
I actually think Coleman pulls it out though, because I think he's hitting Zach at a good time, and I think Coleman has good matchups.
All right.
And made his team better.
Let's take Coleman. I'm in on it.
I'm on Coleman as well.
And Coleman is actually the absolute favorite. Only one person picked Zach, and
Wow.
then Zach himself.
Wow! Oh my god!
So that's a fun fact. Jordan and I were split. So
That's insane.
yeah, I thought that was pretty wild too.
Wow.
See, people love picking underdogs in this thing.
But I just think
I
it's
do.
the matchups too. I actually really think it's not crazy to pick Coleman this week.
All right, our last matchup here
Coleman seems insane. Of course it's not.
It is.
is
insane.
Dalt, who's projected 100.00. You
Oh,
really
that's
projected a nice
wild.
even
That's hilarious.
versus the
That is
number one
crazy.
team in the league. If you win this, you could become the number one team in the league.
Could.
Yeah, you
I think
could.
you have more points than him. You
He
definitely do.
does.
You want a bold prediction for the week?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Let's
pick
hear it.
him.
I'm gonna be down by 65 going into Monday night and win.
That is probably true
That's my
though,
bold
because you
prediction.
have Chiefs and Eagles pretty
Chiefs.
much.
He's got Kelsey, Brown, and
Hurts.
Hurts.
65 points. I'll be down.
You're gonna be looking. Oh my god, that
Robin's
would be
gonna
fun.
absolutely
Monday
hate
night's
that
gonna
game.
be crazy
Oh,
for you.
Robin's gonna hate that game.
yeah. He's not gonna want to watch that game.
Holy shit!
God, it's tough.
Well, this game's nuts. I mean, his average is 110. My average is 113. Like,
The
it's
key,
just so close.
the key to this matchup is
Your flexes.
Allen and Diggs. If that comes through, he wins the week. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yep.
He won't.
Jets
I
have a
agree.
good secondary.
If Diggs,
I'm starting Jets D. Let us
So-
let me
So
know.
that
That's
game
interesting.
like is gonna be huge.
if Diggs
Yeah.
scores a touchdown, Robin wins. That's my prediction.
Gardner will probably be on Diggs, but Diggs will also be crying because he didn't get anything last
Sauce
week.
is
I know.
overrated. DJ Reed might truly be better than him.
Well, regardless, their secondary is just good.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
I'm not sure who I'm going to start yet either.
surprised you're starting the Jets defense against Buffalo.
Josh Allen sucks. Of course I'm going to start.
No, he throws most interceptions in the league, but he also has the most touchdowns in the league.
I know. Yeah, I know.
But you do get points for picks.
Yeah, but you also lose points for touchdowns.
Yeah. It's a perfect play for me, to be honest. I mean,
It is a good play for you.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Robin because I think Diggs gets a touchdown and
A little bounce
pulls
back
it
for
out.
Diggs.
A little bounce
Yeah.
back is
Bounce
my
back for
thing.
Diggs could happen.
So that's where I'm
Man,
at.
This one's tough.
I know it was a really tough pick. though.
I think that Najee Harris versus Cleveland is just like a no-go.
Yeah.
I think that Thielen versus Dallas is tough.
Yeah.
And I think that Cooks versus Carolina, I think the team might just be up and take their starters out at halftime.
I still am not sure I'm going to start Cooks. I might end up starting OBJ tomorrow.
That one's interesting.
Yeah.
like
I don't know
OBJ.
what I do
I like
either.
OBJ better.
I just feel like at this point in the season, I gotta rely on Kelsey, and it's Kelsey versus Komet in this matchup. And honestly, I think Kelsey could outscore him by like 15.
My problem is the two of you guys, the two people that I keep on thinking is going to lose.
Keep
Because I would pick
Keep winning.
You know what I mean? Yeah, keep thinking you're going to lose a game, but you guys keep winning games. So I don't. That's why I was going to pick the one. I'm like, oh well, I always pick you to lose. I'm going to pick you, but then I realized I always pick Robin to lose.
right.
But he keeps winning.
But you don't like Robin. I'm just
I
kidding.
fucking hate Robin.
He is projected to beat me by 8.
You know,
I mean,
Robin
that's
did make
a pretty
Robin could have made the
substantial-
drive down here and been on the podcast himself.
I know that's true.
He lived in Utah, right?
He
no,
could-
Seattle?
Virginia.
West Virginia?
No,
He-
Or
Virginia.
He
Virginia?
could have made the drive up here and
DC.
been on himself, but he didn't. So I'm going to take Dalton.
Yep,
right.
I like it.
I'll take it.
And this one was 50-50. Honestly, it was.
Was it?
This one.
That
was,
could be the matchup of the week. Honestly,
That-
might. Oh man,
That's a really-
There's a few very
But that's
good
my
games.
thing. Everyone's
I
all the
swear to
top
God,
teams are playing each other right now.
Not to hate on myself too much, but the only matchup that's not interesting is me and Kevin. That's the only one that's just like, all right, Kevin's gonna win this game.
But if you sneak something
Honestly,
out,
I think
hey,
you can
Scully!
Sit your ass down.
Sorry, I'm sure that peaked the microphone. All right,
I'm taking myself. Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Have to do it.
Well, when
I
you
tried both
Yeah.
tactics. I tried not taking myself, taking myself.
I just pick myself every week. I'm
I've
just
been
like-
back and forth. Like I'll pick last week. I picked Q,
Mhm.
obviously, and
You know what I need to start doing is I need to start wearing the same underwear every Sunday.
That's
Like
what you do.
Pat
That's
Mahomes.
what you do. That's what you do.
like Pat Mahomes.
You got any
Like
parting
Pat Mahomes.
words for us?
Nah, man. I'm
Appreciate you coming.
no.
on.
I'm very appreciative to be on. I hope I filled Zach's shoes for 1 week. Is he back next week or who's?
No.
he's
We'll be
not-
out. We won't do it next week because
No.
it's Thanksgiving and
Oh,
stuff.
that's right. That's right.
And then we'll probably do it the week following, and then we'll go from there. If interest stays up,
Wait.
we'll keep doing
I
it.
can't do this.
What?
We'd sing it out.
I thought you were doing a good job with that.
Hold on.
Okay. I liked you playing that music.
You know,
though.
if you know the song, sing it.
Oh yeah, go ahead, sing it. Oh, it's "Here Comes the Sun." Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Do 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 do. I don't know the words to it.
Yeah,
though. I just know "Here Comes the Sun."
Or just sing along to some
Do,
music.
do, do, do. Here comes the
I didn't know you
sun.
could play guitar, William.
I have enough of them.
Pretty dope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, then sing a song.
Yeah, don't you?
You
Hell
don't
no.
Any song comes to your mind. Start singing it.
Play that YouTube video again.
Have fun on honeymoon, Zach. Enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed yours, Coleman.
Have fun.